Freud, and then he knocked him out. Antonio Tarver is a bad motherfucker, and apparently when they were doing scenes in the movie, he clipped him and KO'd him.
Story. He said he for the first 45 seconds tried to really knock him out. He was so hurt. Chest started, or his heart started to blood pressure. Had to go back and work. Yeah, American. He was nice for 5 days. And the insurance company would not
He says,
pay out.
now I'm in intensive care for 5 days with wounds walking around. Insurance company would not pay out after they saw the footage of the incident. Once they did, they wrote the check. He hit my heart so hard it banged against my ribs and started to swell. And that usually happens in car accidents. So was hit by a truck. That is ridiculous. He lists, and Sloan also talks about why he hated London from the get-go. They tried to, probably because of the big handsome fellow from fucking Norway or where the hell he's from. Where's he from? Dolph Lundgren with that mean. He's from some
Yeah, he's a Gunther's cousin.
Yeah.
He's a close to Gunther's cousin.
Sweden. He's a legit bad motherfucker though.
I didn't know that he was a Kyokushin guy. I
Yes,
didn't
he was a karate champion. Yeah, I think he was a national champion. Kyokushin's no joke, man. Those very hard to stop.
That's GSP also, isn't
Yeah.
it? Isn't that GSP style also?
Yeah,
Kyokushin.
I think Masayama's Kyokushin, pretty sure.
They're really hard-hitting motherfuckers.
It's a very hard style. Leg kicks, a lot of heel kicks. What they do in the tournaments, Kyokushin, is they have class, kick to the legs, they hit the body, and they're standing on each other, beat the fuck out of each other. It's horrific. It's like kind of the opposite of Taekwondo was a lot of kicks and punches going to the body too, but Kyokushin most of these guys they sword in front of each other and batter each other. But a lot of Kyokushin guys went on to be really successful in kickboxing. In fact, a lot of the Holland influence in kickboxing came from Kyokushin background. Like they started out with Kyokushin and kickboxing, and then they learned Thai techniques as well. But a lot of those guys had an influence from Kyokushin.
Wake up in the morning and the sun beaming. I'm just trying to find another way to fight my demons. Fuck it, no will, it don't matter, just like my semen.
Nobody swings.
We'll do an MMA.
A little bit MMA, but not as much as I'd expect. A good sweep with a good fucking leg. If you set him up, a good old-fashioned sweep. I mean, what's his name? Has that little sweep the leg, push you back. Your boy,
John Jones?
the other guy, John Jones has it too.
Yeah.
All those wrestlers have that little.
Munoz does that shit a
Yeah,
lot.
all that little sweep. I like that little sweep. But I'm talking about from the fighter's position to just come into you with a sweep, throw your legs out from under you. It takes a bunch of fakes. So I'm here with you. It's basically all like instead of the elbow coming around, your leg comes around and sweeps that guy off his feet. He lands on his back and you attack with your leg.
Isn't there some guys that are really good at sweeps? The thing about MMA is just there's so many different things going on, but in Muay Thai, sweeps are huge in Muay Thai. It's a big part of the sport. That's why I got
Once you jack that leg in.
when he fights in Bellator, he's so high level in Muay Thai. Now he's getting into MMA. He's fucking guys up, not just with sweeps, spinning elbows, all sorts of shit.
Can y'all stop? What do you want, Dark? Take a shower. Can't. I'm pheromone vaccine.
Sweeping the legs out and twisting and changing. It's a great when you learn the other aspects of wrestling, when you learn takedowns and control, and then when you learn
Listen to this train. Oh shit, and it made me mad, break out that dog shit. This life 500 just a ball with the block.
Julian, you's a freaky ass nigga. You's a freaky ass nigga.
We ain't never feeling for no artists, you feel me? It ain't like I need nobody, nigga.
From the screen to the ring to the pen to the king. Where's my crown? That's my bling. Always stronger when I ring. See how I really go. Oh shit. Go. Oh shit. Get it. Made me mad. Break out that dog shit. This life 500 just a ball with the Broncos with the wide key. I'm never home. I barely drive it. Currently headed to an island on the.
Because you don't have the hand strength yet. You're 6 years old. So you're grabbing all the bars and you're swinging. You just don't really have the dexterity of the hand strength. It slips. And you fall back, post, and snap.
You gotta shoot my daughter on that monkey bar. She gets it. She does it until my hands are bleed, though. She gets little blisters. The mother's got a little band-aid.
Your daughter's fierce.
Then she
She's a
knows.
fierce little girl.
Yeah, I like that about her.
She's fierce.
I take it to that. I put a lot of time into that shit. It's really weird because of the Kavanaugh situation and the Harvey Weinstein situation. You're a dad, I'm a dad. It's different on how you gotta raise your kid. This is effective.
I don't need me a hoe. I don't need a bitch on the stove. Them bitches sneaky the most. She shaking her shorty at home, but one that you know. She put it dick in her throat. I walk in the party with diva. I feel all alone. Maybe that might be Patron. I can tell with a couple white nails on her feet on her toes. Little mama is a hoe. She be asking for presents, but can't stand my presence. Cause I'm living reckless. She don't understand me. I'm fly as a jet and I don't let no let me. Keep this stick in my hand. It might come in handy.
In fact, I've known you for 20.
Go. Oh shit. Get him.
Play that shit till you can't no more. Play that shit till you can't no more. Play it, play it, play it. Play it, play it, play it. Play that shit till you can't no more. Play that.
To know how to identify a stupid
Play that.
person, repetition of mistakes, failing to learn from past errors, and repeating them. Overly confident, claiming to know everything without considering other viewpoints, lack of curiosity, showing little interest in learning new things or exploring different ideas, rigid thinking, difficulty in considering alternative solutions or approaches.
When I was a kid, I knew this girl. They used to call her Mindy.
How to identify
Friday nights, they get in the car and they drive it to Connecticut. And she had to suck all their dicks to get home. God knows who that poor girl is today. Last time I saw her was 1993 getting coke in a building in Harlem. And she's like, you gotta save me. I'm with some guy in the car. He doesn't want to leave me alone. I'm like, listen, bitch. I'm walking to my car. I never saw you before in my life. I swear to God, I bumped into her in a cop house on 181st Street 10 years after high school. I'm in the fucking fourth floor with some Dominicans. I'm walking down the stairs and there's Mindy Head. And she's like, what are you doing here? The same thing you're fucking doing here, obviously. Yeah.
What's fucked up is for some people, their experiences in high school define them. You know, I just watched that Stephen King movie, It, the most recent one.
With the clown?
Yeah, pretty fucking good. But one of the things that I was thinking when I was watching it was like, how fucking mean kids are in school to each other. And you kind of forget about that. And then you watch one of those movies about people being mean to people, and you're like, oh yeah, I remember going around to get away from a guy that was picking on me, that was fucking with me, and like, you would be scared, run into him at the bus stop, and scared seeing him after school. That's why I got into martial arts in the first place. Got tired of being scared. Scared of people.
This might be the worst punishment in the U.S. military. Start mopping the ring. The only thing that could be worse is being told to sweep the sunshine. dropping the rain. The only thing that could be worse is being told to sweep the sunshine off the floor.
Now you got me searching for answers. Now you got me searching for answers.
Bitches be cute as thinking. Only G, bitch, you a bag of loud. What the fuck? Bitches be cute as thinking. Only you ain't gonna leave me open, though. You ain't gonna leave me open. Man, you trying. Stop playing, man. That's game, boy. Yeah. That's game point, man.
SOS stand on business, boy.
Picture show. The loud.
What's up, big man? I got hit, dying. You ain't gonna leave me open, though. You ain't gonna leave me open. Man, you trying. Stop. Stop playing, man. That's game, boy. Yeah. That's game point, man.
SOS stand on business, boy.
Hold up, do that Ferrari dance right quick. Do that Ferrari dance like this. We can pop it up, work it, we can pop it up. Pop it up, pop it up. All day work it, what did it get deep? We can mix it, we can work it, we can pop it up. Hold up, do that Ferrari dance right quick. Do that Ferrari dance like this. Let me get in the video, man. Big love looking at nigga Tom, I ain't looking at nigga Fish, man, looking at nigga Chop on sound. Let me get in the video, man. Big love looking at nigga Tom, I ain't looking at nigga Fish, man, looking at nigga Chop on sound. Let me get in the video, man. Big love looking at nigga Tom, I ain't looking at nigga Fish, man, looking at nigga Chop on sound. Let me get in the video, man. Big love looking at nigga Tom, I ain't looking at nigga Fish, man, looking at nigga Chop on sound. Let me get in the video, man. Big love looking at nigga Tom, I ain't looking at nigga Fish, man, looking at nigga Chop on sound. Let me get in the video, man.
Big stick, kick wake up the nigga. They gon' stop till I got green shit, green bean, green trailer, top tomato. I said drink with white cat.
Destroy his body. Like, just destroy his body. Like, I mean, he was fucked up for a long
The motorcycle? On a motorcycle?
Yeah. Shattered his. No, he was walking. He was just walking. When he got hit by a guy in a van.
So when I read that, I think you turned me on to it. When I read that chapter on Carrie, how he had written half a Carrie and threw it away, and his wife found it and made him finish it. And it was about a girl with a period or something crazy, and I was in shock.
Great book. Carrie is a great book.
Great. Carrie and Cujo are my favorite Stephen King books. Cujo, till this day I have it. I look at it and I respect it. It's like cocaine.
Small town dreams coming true. He's an inspiration for not only just us, but people all across this country. So let's make sure the world knows that the #1 player, according to Rivals website, lives here at Bell Fountain High School and is playing football for the Chieftains.
That's a good first one there, I guess. Still gotta get the job done tonight, so let's just go out there and have fun. Let's just go and do what we do and show the world why we're #1 all around here. So let's go.
Hey.
Chris Friday night. We ain't kicking in a while on a Friday night. You had to step out on this Friday night. You ain't
got one of the craziest relationships. But she love me. I want to get that relationship better.
You signed up for an app that automatically buys Nancy Pelosi stocks?
I have it too. What? I have it too. I mean,
That's why I brought
Well, Fireman was very smart. He said to you, I know you're going to go see Nike and Adidas, but I'm going to offer you $10 million. And you turned it down. I can't say I would have turned it down.
I flew in from Akron, Ohio,
Yeah.
spring here,
Yeah,
like,
from the project.
from the projects. I mean, our rent was like $17 a month. But now I'm looking at a $10 million check
That you can leave with.
and go to high school and go back to the classroom the next day.
You were going to homeroom the next
I
morning.
was going to homeroom the next morning, so I'm like, that's my first initial thing. And then for some odd reason, I started thinking, but if he's willing to give me a $10 million check right now, what is it to say that Nike or Adidas is not willing to give me 20 or 30, up front?
Well, Fireman was very smart.
Just a moment ago on the sidelines after that near touchdown, Bo Nix heated. Words of advice from Drew Brees. Sean Payton is going to be very demanding with you. You have to be demanding right back. There's
At this point, Tim, I realize you think I'm I think I'm one of these sucker ass white boys that you want disrespect. And I'm really a crib. Okay? So please, I'm warning you, stop talking to me like I'm one of those,
I don't know if Big U said but when that shit with Nipsey first popped off, when it first happened, everybody in LA thought Big U said shit. We all thought that. We all did. We thought it was.
remind me. What's the sense of sharing this one and only life?
Big U said shit. We all thought that. We all did.
Alright, so we just got in contact with FEMA for the hurricane relief in Denver, North Carolina. It's beautiful. I mean, they get so focused on walking Isaiah, they forget about the fat white guy right down the scene.
You asking Kanye, does he prefer me or Common?
Common or Talib?
Common is 1,000 times better rapping than Kweli. What you talking about?
No, I gotta disagree with you. Take a shot. Just gotta disagree.
He said Kanye's comments are 1,000 times better than Kweli.
Okay.
Ain't no nigga 1,000 times better.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And I remember saying it.
Everything Kanye said was the truth. He said, I wish the nigga would read himself to death. Because when he was referring, you said that on your show.
Okay.
Don't give me no advice. Go open up a book. Read yourself to death, man. The fact is Kanye is a genius.
Yeah.
The fact is Kanye put money in my pocket to help me feed my family. Anything he said about me and my music, I don't give a fuck about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If Kanye walked in the room right now, I would give him a hug, I would give him a pound, I would show him love.
That's what you told me. You said even when he disses you, he's bigging you up.
I said it was like having a hit record.
Yeah, it's like having a hit record up.
How you asking Kanye
Want to get out there.
I
You gotta come down, even on the toe. Back of the end.
Ain't nothing no cornflakes. What's wrong with you? Ain't nothing no eggs. Put life in your body. Ain't nothing that's serpent to pancakes. I don't care if they are in your mama. Nothing. Fried foods. Bacon, sausage. Eating them worms first thing in the morning. Why they gotta do with the worms first thing? And you're wondering why you go to sleep in the middle of the day. Because the worms go to sleep in the middle of the day because they can't find nothing to eat. The bloodstream's working too fast. You wonder why at night you stay awake. Because the bloodstream slows down, the body's time to rebuild itself. Restoration. The worms come out to play tag and eat something. You stay awake, we call it insomnia. Ain't nothing no cornflakes.
So if you were lucky.
Savage's out too. Had the best production. Yeah, whatever he did, I think. Yeah, it wouldn't matter. Like 2024 No Ceilings or like a Wayne's going over to like beats, current beats, like that'd be like fire. Honestly, look, we're always looking forward to this. We're saying here at a safe place that we are Wayne. We love it. If you didn't No Ceilings, we're all big fans and we are respect as always. Absolutely. Wayne.
sweat, a little bit of cotton, a little bit of metal, sit here and determine what you're worth. Most importantly, is what are you working for? Money. In a what? Capitalistic slave-built society. Oh my goodness. So, are you worth a little bit of cotton, a little bit of metal? No. You're worth all the things that you enjoy.
We think we got it hard here. It's not hard here. You see how people fight to come across the border? They want to be here, bro. You get to other territories where their lower level, their poverty is more extreme than ours. You see what I'm saying? We got some people that... You know how many people I lost that ain't dead? I lost a lot of people that I don't even know no more. Man, that's real, man. People I used to know no more. Because I never had them. Why did you lose them? Because I never had them. What you mean? They showed up. They tried to sell me a perception of something that they were. Attached themselves to something that was not even real. That's what I tell you all the time. When you hang around people, if they keep it real and they keep it thorough with you, it's not gonna last. You can't be yourself all the time. You know?
Finish, Jack. I'm gonna start with you. Walk us through that go-ahead touchdown drive.
Yeah, we had a play call that we love. We're very confident in. Regardless of the defense, offensive line did a good. AI embraced you. You get to the Lakers, you get that same love, that same embrace from Kobe. When I first got there, it was kind of weird because he wasn't.
That's not. Is that High Plains Drifter? Am I getting the wrong name? I mean, I'm thinking about making sure that where he comes back as a ghost.
Right, that's the one.
Yeah.
High Plains did.
Was it
Hang 'em high.
I don't know if it was Hang 'em High.
What's the one where he has the shield underneath? And he knows they only shoot for the heart. And they keep shooting at him and he falls down. And they shoot at him and he falls down. They shoot at him and he falls down.
I don't remember. Jamie, Google Clint Eastwood comes back as a ghost. Yeah, go ahead. It is High Plains Drifter. Yeah. The thing about that movie is like you don't realize it's like they don't spell it out for the dummies that he's a ghost.
Like Sixth Sense.
No. Like you have to figure it out at the end of the movie. If I remember correctly, it's been a long time since I saw it. But at the end of the end of the film, they sort of lay it out in the beginning. The beginning they show. God, I might be wrong here. I feel like at the beginning of the movie is them beating him and killing him. They whip him. And at the end of the movie, you kind of realize it's him coming back towards the end of the movie. But it's not like specifically spelled out that it was a girl and he came back to haunt this town and kill everyone. It wasn't that cornball. So if you go back to like the older movies, you go back to like, you know, like a Frankenstein or a Dracula type film, they spelled things out. Like they treated you like you were a dumbass and they spelled things out. And they eventually stopped doing that and they put mystery and imagination in films. And then somewhere along the line, at least with like modern blockbusters, if I had to guess, I would say part of the problem is there's so much money involved in these movies. If you're gonna make a film and you know it's some gigantic thing with special effects and the studio is dumping hundreds of millions of dollars into it, they want to return their money.
So people discussing. I think Johnny Depp was just kind of kicked off. Isn't the right word, but he's not going to be there.
You know what's crazy? No, totally. So the person that like got me into porn was a Pacers player. I was 16 years old, and he hit me up on Instagram. So we had pictures, we have videos of me 16 and having sex with this man. I'm not 16's age consent though, so he's good, but still.
Twitter, but okay.
Yeah, I know, right? You're like, assholes. But I told him like a couple years ago, I was like, how old do you think I am? And he said some dumb shit like 26, 20. I was like, no. And when I met you, I was 16. Crazy, because he would videotape me.
Did he freak out?
No.
When he realized that all his videotapes were child porn?
No.
Okay.
And he still shows me him, and a hacker got a hold of him. No one ever did. We never had it. And he's a really famous person.
You have no snitching policy, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Have you ever tried to air a guy out, really?
Yeah. You know, I don't know what's
I can think about it.
Yeah, that, I know that.
My daddy never touched 100,000 cats in his life. Rest in peace, his soul, but he was
They
broke.
said that he spent $100,000 and he goes, it's a lot more.
Money is everything. You need to go hard to get broke. Get the wheel. I'm counting money. You get the wheel.
Dude, you're 55 years old. Why the fuck would you But these like fucking inspirational quotes you expect to see
man. First thing you get is make sure the guy dead, right? And like, leave no doubt about that, right? We still left some meat on the bone about it. That is our identity. There's no question about it. Don't bring your new job, man.
They cut him loose. He made a ton of money for them. They did 5 fucking movies.
But you know, he's boys with Stanhope. And essentially, Johnny Depp, these fucking motherfuckers with their. Everybody thinks you're gonna spend money on their website. Guess what? We're not. We're not paying to read your fucking website. We're not. Johnny Depp, what does it say? In big Tupac movie, abruptly pulled from release. Yeah.
Before it's supposed to come out, they just pulled it.
Wow, it must suck. They don't pull it if it's awesome. But the point is, you know, Stanhope's boys with him, and he's like, he said that once he did those Pirates movies, he couldn't go anywhere. It was over. You can't go to restaurants, you can't go anywhere. You just can't go anywhere. He hit that upper echelon of fame where it's almost there's no turning back. You know, you get like Michael Jackson type fame. You just get crazy. Your world is just, it's no one can relate to you.
Back into everything.
I bet he was making more than that.
More than that, right? Yeah, he's got like 18
My sister, I'm so dead serious. I didn't have a wife. I really did let him marry my sister. I'm so dead serious. He's doing it on his own. How long's this time? When we first drafted this motherfucker, I said he was gonna be better than Tom Brady. He was gonna be better than Drew Brees. He was gonna be better than Johnny Unitas. He was gonna be better than Aaron Rodgers. He was gonna be better than Peyton Manning. He was gonna be better than all them niggas, and y'all ain't believe. Oh my God! This nigga, Johnny fucking
Daniels.
oh my God!
JD.
This is a must-win situation. Must win. So I have one ask for everyone in the audience, everyone.
When they get that, probably they live in some sort of weird lava land.
He had a brand new Jeep delivered every year. And part of my agreement was I had to drive like 50 miles a month to make sure, because when he came to town, he didn't want no problems with one of his houses.
Right.
So he had a different fucking house sitter in every. And if you know
Did they do a background check on you?
no, listen to me. I fucking grandfathered into the house because my buddy from Jersey had it. And his girlfriend came out to visit and he knocked her up. But the guy was difficult to get a hold of because he was in England and whatnot. So my friend just said to me, just move and don't say dick. And when he comes in, he'll see it's you and tell him I had to leave and shit. Keep my deposit. So I stayed there for like 2 months and he came and he's like, who the fuck are you? And I told him what had happened and that we couldn't get a hold of him because he was in England. And he asked me for a couple names. I had already lived in Snowmass for about a year. I left and then came back. So I had a couple of nice references for him. He gave me the thing and then left. And I was not allowed in his home. So part of the deal was I had an apartment on the garage. I could use his car. And it was 18 hours a month for me to shovel snow. 18 hours a month of work. So it was essentially shovel snow in the winter and mow the lawn in the summer. He would give me little assignments like paint the wall or whatever. I would do, keep the trim up and shit. It was zero.
So FEMA regional administrators have been meeting with city officials on site to coordinate available federal support from FEMA and other federal agencies. Funding is also available through FEMA's Emergency Food
swear, oh, you listen, go get my dick sucked. You want me to go put out a fire in a dumpster? Go fuck yourself. They came over and took the dumpster. And then I went to work with this other dude. Dick, there was 3 Dicks. The guy I worked for was Dick Self. Dick Kelly and Dick Newman was the man. So I had a buddy who used to go, you're surrounded by Dick. So Dick Kelly had one of those snow companies, and they wanted me to go in
I'm not hearing none of that bullshit.
It's a high-low and shovel snow.
What's a high low?
A high-low in a warehouse.
Oh, okay.
They picks up shit.
Small truck that pushes snow around.
So he was another poor bastard that made a mistake and hired me that winter.
Wanna be alive, please.
My second grandma, he'd be from my house beeping.
Wanna be alive.
I'm gonna fuck myself. I'm not working tonight. He came and took his truck. I was on a roll of that.
I don't know what to roll.
For like, for 2
Guys
years.
who plowed snow, guys who had snow trucks, when it was snow out, man, that was you weren't getting any sleep. There was a bunch of guys I knew.
In Colorado, also, Boston. Yeah, that's a business. It's a business. You know, as soon as you get snow, those people start fucking getting happy.
People look out the window with their coffee, making sure you're out there.
Jersey had to do a show one night in Nyack. And me and Ari hooked up in the city. We met him. Walked around the city in the snow. It just started to snow, you know. And by the time I got up the next morning, it snowed like a foot. I'd never seen anything like that. Like when I was a kid in Jersey and it snowed, that shit was dead. Like that shit stayed there. School
Stacked up
on the sidewalk.
dirty snow.
Town, not a fucking ounce of snow on the land, not an inch.
Really?
They're fucking tremendous. That night the roads were clean, the East Coast. I'll never forget how when I left Jersey in '83, like if it snowed, like let's say if it snowed, and I'd take the bus up here and say, Joe, it's snowing. And big city, cripple the city. They couldn't fucking clean up New York. But I'll never forget that morning, waking up in Aspen like at 6:30 and snow mask going. Then I can expect me till about 10. And I walked and there were 10 people like, where the fuck have you been? And I'm like, it snowed out. The buses are running late. They go, everybody else here came on the bus and they all got here on time. They fucking busted me right out. Like Colorado was that.
Eunice?
Well, they're just so used to it.
It was so, but like here I was living in this big metropolitan city.
Right.
At 4 inches, crippled.
In Colorado, they throw down salt?
They throw down something, yes. They throw down something because when you wash your car in Colorado, they push to do the underwater carriage, the prevention, because rust travels fast in Colorado.
In Boston, too, that's salt. Salt up on the road.
Salt puts on it.
You buy old cars, and in the fenders, you know, in the back of the fenders, like in the corner, that's where the salt would pile up. And you'd always have rust there. You'd always have like these big pockets of rust in the corner.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's why California an older, you know, hot rod, you find a rust-free California car. Oh, California, not salt. Big thing with salt. Destroy cars. Destroy the frame. Destroy everything. That's salt. Get up in there, just sit there, and just rot away the metal.
You gotta take the metal, buff it out, and like edge it out, and then you have to spray Rust-Oleum on it, and then you would have to, because I would see the guys in Colorado, how they would fix the cars, and they would take like a missing bumper, cut it strategically, weld it in, and then you buff that in, you color it, you buffed.
Yeah.
You kept putting primer on it, and that's how they got the rust out of all those
Yeah.
cars in Colorado.
Well,
I
it's
forgot
a
about
lot-
Jersey.
A lot of body work, man. A lot of East Coast cars had a tremendous amount of body work. If you wanted a constant job fixing cars, body work was always good. Not just because of accidents, but also just because of rust work.
Now, is the rust a product of the humidity also on
Sure.
the East Coast?
That's
Because
something to do with
Colorado
that.
wasn't that humid. I
Right.
could see a little bit of rust.
Yeah, Colorado, you're getting it from moisture. You're getting it from salt. I'm sure if they salt the roads. The East Coast, you're definitely getting more. You know, some a variety of factors that cause cars to rust out. Older cars, but if you can find an old rust-free car, and that is like, that's what everybody wants.
crazy.
You find a 1968 Camaro, it's rust-free. Like, whoa. You know, it's a beautiful thing about Corvettes. They didn't rust. They were made out of fiberglass. So you get an old Corvette, most of the bodies were pretty good if it wasn't cracked. It wasn't damaged because they didn't rust.
I remember cutting myself on one of those fiberglass Corvettes one time. My leg or something. I ran past them. This is the 70s, right?
They had them in the 70s.
Yeah, in
My
the 70s.
65's fiberglass. My 65 Corvette, that thing's fiberglass.
Why did they fiberglass it to
Make it lighter.
Lighter, right?
And because they can make cooler shapes. If you look at a 1965 Corvette, the shape
Let
is
me look at it.
fantastic.
Let me look at it.
Pull up mine.
I think I have an idea how it looks like. It looks like a Sportster.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one, the 65.
The
yes.
six, well, the fenders have curves to them. Everything has curves. It's like such a curvy car. And if you had to do that all by banging out metal, and there's mine. Like,
Yeah.
look at the fucking humps and the curves in that thing. Just the fenders alone. Like, there's so much. That's when I had my gross old wheels. Ugh. I got rid of those stupid wheels. But the shape of those things, man. I mean, they could do that with metal, but there's so many complicated curves to it. Just the curve of the door to the fender, the back fender, and
Now you're a fan of the car. How does this car compare as a drive?
that's not a real. I mean, if you drove a regular 1965 Corvette, they're sloppy. Their suspension's sloppy. The brakes are dog shit.
Oh, this one here?
That thing's not a regular. That thing's what's called a resto mod. So what that is a 1965 Corvette, but it has a 2007 Corvette engine in it that's supercharged, and then it has an entirely modern suspension. Everything is modern. Coilovers, modern brakes, big ass Corvette brakes, big fucking fat wide tires with sticky rubber on them. That thing doesn't handle anything like an old car. That thing handles like a new car. As much as you can get a car like that to handle like a new car.
How much do you drive it?
I drive that fucker all the time. I take it to the store all the time. You ever seen me take that thing to the store? You should go for a ride with me. It's so fun.
I don't think I'd fit one of those fucking
He's
things.
fit,
That was
man.
made for more people.
You fit.
The 65, the fucking things, you know.
No, you fit. No,
Remember when Tony Soprano tried to get Johnny Sacks? What's the Italian car line? Lamborghini.
Oh, did he have Ferrari or Lamborghini?
Ferrari or
Maserati?
something.
I don't remember. Yeah. And he couldn't fit in it.
Couldn't fit in it. Shit, they don't make those for skinny Italians.
Yeah, but those, you know, when you're making a car out of fiberglass.
You know, it's pretty weird. Just to go back to the lady that quit high school when she was 16, that she was one of the most wealthiest people in the world.
The Chinese lady? Yeah.
Whatever her name was, we pronounce it wrong. It's so weird how much stock we put in high school.
Mm-hmm.
How much stock is really in high school? Like, right now you have children. I don't know about high school. Like, I don't know. I don't know about high school still. And I don't know. I've met so many people who have quit high school that have done better with their lives. I thought when I quit high school, I was done. I was fucking done. That was one of the worst points in my life. I remember I was going to get a tattoo. I wanted to get like an Ozzy Osbourne has Ozzy on his fingers. I was going to get Coco on both fingers. C-O-C-O. And I remember walking up there that day and going, you know what, brother? So wait a second. I'm going to get an Ozzy and Coco tattoo on my fingers and I'm going to quit high school. Like, what am going to be my chances of really doing anything? Like, I would already quit high school and I'm going to put tattoos on my fingers. I'm never gonna do anything with my life. That's why I chickened out from tattoos, you know.
Because you're afraid you're gonna be a loser?
In 1982, a tattoo was not a work of art. A tattoo was you went to jail,
Yeah.
you killed somebody. See? But he had that in 69. He's had that in 69.
Yeah.
He was cooler than fuck. He was Ozzy Osbourne. I wasn't no Ozzy Osbourne.
Right.
I was just some fucking drugged out criminal.
Yeah.
But I knew that if I quit high school and put CO, I was doomed for life. Like on both hands, I was gonna be doomed. This is a true story, bro. Like I remember still walking to the tattoo place. It was in Cliffside Park. And how much weight they put on high school. And like I quit high school my junior year. Was I good at it? Yes, I was very good at it. I was very good at school. I just had to quit school because of necessity. I had no parents, you know, I had to quit fucking high school, you know. And it's so weird how many people over the years I've read. And the only reason why I got my GED, let me tell you something. I refused to get my GED. Because if I would have failed my GED, I would have killed myself. Like if you quit high school and then fail your GED, you're really doomed for life. I didn't even want to know about the GED thing. But when I got arrested, you gotta have a GED because you get an extra point to your sentence thing. Like this is a variable that adds to you not going to prison for that long. So if you get arrested and you don't have a GED and you're not working at the time of your arrest, this all counts towards your sentencing guidelines. So the only reason why I took that GED fucking thing, because I was petrified of taking a drug road. Because once you fail your GED, there ain't no coming back. So I got a tattoo on my fingers, I fucking quit high school, and I fucking failed the first GED thing. Like I would have died. Like I studied hard for my GED. I bought the fucking thing, I took a night class with a bunch of people who didn't speak English. I studied hard. I passed my GED with flying colors. But it's so weird how they put such a stress on it when I was growing up. And I know tons of kids that sophomore year said, my father owns a fucking mechanic garage, or we have a fruit company, or my father was in the stock market, he's getting me a job. And I know these kids today, they're doing fine. I just saw one in West Palm Beach, that he was one of the first guys to quit school. And I was like worried about him, like, how the fuck did he quit school? He's doing fine, he's rich as fuck now.
Well, quitting an education, like quitting learning, is what's real scary. Quitting school, the problem with school is like standardized education, right? The education that they would like you to get is you go through school, get out of high school, you go to a good college, you get a degree, and then you go to graduate school, and then you're a real success. But there's a lot of people that did that there was no job for them. They have graduate degrees and they're not doing well, and it's not a guarantee, and especially in this weird fucking economy. The problem with a guy like you or a problem with a guy like me is that we're never gonna have regular jobs. It was never gonna work. We're too fucked up for whatever reason. We're both fucked up for different reasons.
I quit every fucking job.
Every job? I've never had a job that's
4 days, I was like, wow, I can sell an 8 ball and make $50. I gotta sit, I gotta wash dishes. Like I washed dishes for 4 months.
But nobody recognized that you had the potential to be an entertainer. Nobody ever says, like, you could be an entertainer. You're a funny, entertaining guy. Nobody ever brings that up as a viable job option. Meanwhile, it's obviously a giant job option. All of our friends that are like you or I, that are comics, they were all fuck-ups in high school. They all barely made it through whatever job they had. They hated every second of it, and they all thought they were losers. It's one thing we all have in common. We were all worried that we were going to be a loser. But none of us had someone who said, hey, Joey, you're fucking funny, man. You could be a comic. Try being a comic. Go to an open mic night. Give it a shot. You know how much comics make a weekend? Comic headline at a club in the weekend might pay $1,500. You'd be like, what? $1,500? You're telling jokes? Yeah, $1,500. And you'd be like, that is crazy. You talk about what regular people are making, busting their ass all week. You could just show up on a Friday, do 2 shows on a Friday, 2 shows on a Saturday, 1 show on Sunday. You'd make $1,500. You'd get home, a lot of times it was cash. You would be like, how do I do this job? Well, you gotta start off with night, you gotta become an apprentice.
It's so weird how I could look you in the face and tell you something I knew my freshman year in high school. You ready? say that. I wanted a job.
But not a job
I
where you sit
knew-
in an office.
No, there was no day job in my future. I was either gonna be a bartender, a waiter. I was gonna work in a warehouse, like there was a company, White Rose in Secaucus. It was a frozen warehouse where you just got lobster tails and shit. And you had to wear like bundled up. They paid you $22 an hour.
Yeah.
They gave you $1,000 every 90 days to buy clothing. Like I was set to do that. I had no problem working 9 to 6. I knew one thing about my life, that I was not taking a day job, because the people I grew up around, my mother did not have a day job. My mother went, opened the bar at 9, set the bar up, beer, boom. At my 10:30, she was in Harlem, picking up this, going to a Met game, eating Chinese food. She didn't go back till 7 o'clock at night, then she worked till 3. I had no problem with working. My first big job was bartending from 5 to 1 in Manhattan. I just knew that my days were mine. I liked that. I wanted to be opposite everybody else. I wanted you to leave the fucking house when I walked in. I'm gonna make my own eggs. I'm gonna smoke a joint. I'm gonna watch TV for an hour, sleep till 2, get up, lift weights.
Independence.
That's what I want. I did not want a day job. That I
Some
did.
people want the opposite. Some people's personalities that they want to go somewhere where someone tells them what to do. They want to sit in a very safe, structured environment and do boring shit.
There's a company in my town named APA, Anthony Imperatore. When I was a kid, APA fed everybody. The deal was you went down there, 1982, let's say. It was $17.50 an hour. So you shaped. Did you ever shape?
What's that mean?
Shape is you just go down there and they look at you like Marlon Brando and on the waterfront. You stand there like a fucking moron and they come up to you. We need 6 people tonight. You look pretty strong. There's 30 people against the
call
wall.
it shape?
Shape up work. You gotta go sign up at the hall. So if you're a longshoreman, all that shit, if you don't have work, you go do shape up work. So you just go down there and wait for your badge number to be called, and then they give you work. So I used to work at APA as a shape guy. So you go down to APA, right? And the first night Joe Rogan picks me, he sees I'm a fucking mule. I'm a mule. Like, you ain't gonna break me. The shift started at 7, and it went till 6. But sometimes at 6, a load of fucking Volkswagen engines came in. And here you are with another fucking gorilla picking up Volkswagen engines. So what I used to do was, you couldn't work more than 6 days a month, and they had to put you in the union. So I would work APA, White Truck, whatever. There was 3 different companies that you could shape for. So what you did was, to get into the union, was once I found out Joe was cool and Joe knew I worked, I drew Joe a yardstick. I drew you 100, so I had guaranteed 2 days a week work, which is still $18 an hour plus overtime. So I did shape up work. And then if you completed like 12, if they made a mistake and they gave you 12 days in a month, now they had to hire you full time. And your life changed forever. APA, that guy in Parator that owns, you know what he owns now? The fucking ferry. Like the ferry that goes back to New Jersey, back and forth from Jersey to New York City, that's in Parator. He didn't stop growing. But when we were kids, his facility, he took such care of his employees. His gym, when the New York Nets went from Long Island to New Jersey, that's where they practiced the first year. That's how good in the 70s his gym was. Like if you loaded trucks, you were allowed to use that gym. He already had shit that nobody had. He had fiberglass backboards, he had water weights, he had shit that nobody had, like at that time. So, but my point being that was what I had in high school. I could do shape up, and I could still make a living, and eventually somebody was gonna hire me. I was gonna work like a fucking mule, but I'd still be making, $1,500 a week when you're in 1980, which wasn't bad.
That's a lot of money back then.
Which wasn't bad. Those are the guys that buy the boats and they go to Atlantic City and they wear white shoes on the weekends.
No
They
socks.
make more than everybody else. Because you made great money down there.
Yeah.
So you shape. You could also do that as a longshoreman. You go down to Newark and stay there, and then after 15 days, if they get from the union, they'll charge you $5,000 for a book, which means that you get $5,000 into the union, but you got benefits the rest of your life, and insurance and a pension.
Yeah, and you realized that you weren't going to work in a cubicle.
I did not. I knew that, but I liked that night loading shit. You know how many nights I walked home on Route 3 with no money? How many days after loading a truck all night, walking home on Route 3, because I didn't have enough money for the bus. I just had enough money for like breakfast. And I would walk up and get breakfast at a diner, and I'd go wherever I was sleeping and fucking go to sleep. I didn't know anything. Comedy didn't come into my radar till a month before I went to prison. A month before I got locked up. A month before I got arrested for the crime. Never mind prison. There was a salesman they hired, and we did not get along. Me and him as a car salesman. He was American Indian. A piece of him was American Indian, and he even had that Charles Bronson look in his eyes. And one day, me and him got into a beef over a customer. He said the customer's was his and it was mine, and me and him banged it up face to face, and they had to break us up. But about a week later, I was on the point. That means you're outside waiting for a customer to try to get a customer on point. And he came out and he goes, "Man, listen, I don't know what happened between us. His name was Brent. I'll never forget that man. If I was 25, he was about 40 something, 44, 45. And I had a fucking, I was doing drugs and I had the tough guy mentality and that bank check. I would never raise my hand to somebody old. I don't know why I went after him that day. But he came up to me, put out his hand, he goes, "Listen, man, I don't know nothing about nothing." But he goes, "You know what I was doing for the last 20 years, right?" And I go, "No, I don't know anything about it." He goes, "I was the entertainment coordinator for a casino in Las Vegas." And he goes, "I don't know, man. You make me fucking laugh." And I remember shaking his hand going, "Thank you. Get the fuck away from me. I make you laugh. Were you stupid?" And he was telling me how I had a career in comedy, and I wasn't listening to him. He said, "You should really give it a try." I'm like, "You're fucking crazy, stand-up comedy." I like Freddie Prinze. I like David Brenner. I love Richard Pryor, but I'm a fucking criminal. I can't do this shit. Not a month. I got arrested. And then when I came out, I didn't think about it. And then when I fucking came out for reals, there was a guy that lives in Pismo Beach now. And he used to talk to me about it. He goes, "You ever consider stand-up comedy?" And I would, "Come on, dude. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm a drug addict. Fucking stand-up comedy." I didn't know stand-up comedy was about work. I thought that Joe Rogan just called the comedy store and said, "Have a camera there in 10 minutes. I'm going to be down and you tape an hour." I didn't know that you had to work 18 months to get an hour of material.
If you're lucky,
That's
good.
what I thought. That's how fucking off I was.
Yeah.
I just thought that when I saw John Leguizamo, that he just went down there. That he just went down there and did an hour. That's what I thought for all that
People
time.
have weird perceptions of it. But, the thing about it is that it's a possibility, and no one ever says that it's a possibility. It's not an easy possibility, but it's an option. But being a fucking physician is not an easy possibility either. But if you tell someone you want to be a doctor, they don't look at you like you're crazy. The amount of work is probably pretty similar. There's a lot of work involved in being a doctor. But it's a path that's been taken by many people. It's clearly established. You go through school, you go through medical school, you go through residency. There's all these different steps that you have to take that everybody's really aware of. With a stand-up comedy career, no one who's, other than the people that have done it, no one knows what it is. You and I both know that in order to be, say, a physicist, you have to go through a certain amount of education. We if you had, Tim's son, he's really smart. He wants to work for, SpaceX. Wants to build rocket ships. Like, oh, okay, that's a possibility. You can do that. You're really smart. You go to school. You get a good education. You follow through. You eventually, there's a path there. With comedy, like, no one knows that path other than people like you or I. People that have actually done that path and make a living doing it, we know it. But for everybody on the outside, it's like, what is that? And sometimes you need someone to come along and tell you, like the guy who you were working with. For me, it was my friend Steve, Dr. Steve Brenner. He was my friend when I was, he was telling me this when I was like 19. He's like, "You're really funny. Like, you should be a comedian." I was like, "It's funny to you." I'm like, other people are gonna think I'm an asshole. That's all I was thinking. Is that I wasn't big on public speaking. What got me into public speaking, honestly, what helped me was teaching. When I was teaching martial arts, I had teach in front of all these people. Though I'd never spoken in front of groups of people, but I was really good at the time at teaching classes. I learned from my instructor, and there's a way to do it. I was very enthusiastic. Obviously, it was my life, so I was very intense about doing it. And I got used to speaking publicly in front of these large groups of people. But it was because I was speaking about something that I was good at. And then I would teach at Boston University. I would go there and teach the classes. I'd start off the classes, I basically said to them, listen, you take this class, try hard, you're going to get an A. It's pass, fail, A. It actually counts for each GPA. So this is an easy A. I don't want you to be fucking Bruce Lee or Jackie Chan. You don't have to do that. I just want you to try. If you come here and try, you get an A. That's simple. And so, became friends with a lot of the kids because they were like my age. Some of them were even older than me. And I was teaching them. So that was how I got into public speaking.
What was the first time I want you to think before you even answer? Besides stand-up comedy, were you ever on the stage before that?
No.
Improv troupe in grammar school, a play, in high school, a play in grammar school.
In college, I didn't do any. I don't think I ever did anything. Maybe if I did, I don't remember. But in college, I took a course on public speaking. It was like some sort of course where we would do like little play. It was terrible. The teacher was terrible. She was this short little lazy lady. She was so lazy. Like the way she would give classes was it was continuing education program at UMass. She was just terrible. And there was the people in the class where it was very loosely organized. She didn't explain the lessons very well. And we had to put together some little play. I remember it was me and this girl and this guy. We made some little funny play. We wrote it together. And it was around the same age. I was probably thinking about doing stand-up. I was probably 19 or 20 at the time.
I always shunned from all that stuff. I was always embarrassed. And my sister, when I got thrown out of Catholic school in the 6th grade, I had this guy, Mr. Levita. And on Fridays, you had a choice to fucking go be part of the ecology club or hang out in the class. I don't know what made me. I was in love with Frankie Valli. All right, and my eyes adored you. So he would make me every Friday go up to the front of the class and put My Eyes Adored You on a record player, and I'd sing it. Like, not lip sync it, I'd really sing it, because I really had a good voice growing up. I was in a band as a singer.
Were you? You were in a band?
Yeah, in the 6th grade.
You've done that fucking rock and roll show. What is that show? Josh
Adam
Adameyer's show?
Yeah, it was fun as fuck.
What is that show called?
Goddamn Comedy Jam. Yeah.
You done that?
Yeah.
What'd you sing?
Killing in the Name of Love.
Oh, that's right. You did it recently.
Worst anxiety ever.
Did you?
Oh my God, singing and doing comedy is 2 different fucking worlds.
Did you have to learn the song and practice it?
Yeah, they wanted me to rehearsal, but I couldn't go to rehearsal that day.
So you had no rehearsal?
No rehearsal. I knew the song,
There you go.
And it's not,
Play this. Where is this being held at?
This is at,
This one was a couple years ago.
this is like a year and a half ago. I love music. I love all this shit. I just can't,
Whatever happened to Rage Against the Machine? What are they doing these days?
they all went in different directions. They're right now, today, they're in that band with Be Real.
Be Real?
Be Real's in the band with them, Public Enemy.
What?
They're all in the Renegades.
It's a super band.
Oh, it's a fucking tremendous super band.
What band is this? How do I not know about this?
Yeah, I've heard something of, please don't, come on, don't embarrass me now, I can't. Yeah, Sons of Rage or Something's of Rage, and it's Tom Morello, the singer from Public Enemy, Be Real.
Chuck D?
Chuck D.
Wow. Is Flavor Flav in it?
I don't think so. I think they told Flavor Flav you can't.
Is he still married to Stallone's ex-wife?
No, Stallone's ex-wife just had a baby with
Prophets of Rage is what it's called.
Prophets of Rage. Who's in the band?
Yeah, it's a couple of guys from Rage, Public Enemy, Cypress Hill.
Yes, Stallone's ex-wife had a baby. She was
55.
185 years old.
Yeah.
How the fuck did she have a baby? She had the last egg. They found the last egg that was tucked up in a corner. The fallopian tubes.
Listen, man, Mick Jagger's sitting at 75. I guarantee women have eggs a little longer now.
I wonder.
You just gotta dig a little deeper. You gotta dig deep, deep, deep in that little monkey. There's gotta be, and Janet Jackson had one at 50.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, they're in there. You just need a guy to give you a stab to generate everything at the same time.
You're holding back a lot of loads. Just keep those loads for weeks. No jerking off, no nothing, no wet dreams for weeks. And then just release the hounds.
After 48, as a woman after 48, from what I've read, 46, 47, your chances of a child having autism are very high. There's a lot of chances of a lot of little things going wrong.
The chances are with the male as well, you know.
Really?
Yeah.
Over 50?
Yeah. Men, there's a bunch of factors, but one of the factors is also the age of the father. That's why you see more autistic kids these days than before, as people are putting off having children and having careers later, and there's complications. So one of the theories is why there's more autistic kids. Another theory is that there's not more autistic kids, but we're just better at diagnosing what the issue is with children than we used to. I say we, obviously. Brigitte Nielsen, look at that. So she had her first kid. This is her fifth. She had her first kid when she was young and vibrant, and the fifth kid when she's basically a monster.
God bless her.
God bless her.
God fucking bless her. 55, healthy baby.
Good for her.
I don't know, my little girl was born. I kept looking at her eyes.
Is that what her age was? 55?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
I kept looking at my daughter's eyes to see if she was stoned. Because God knows how much THC was in my reefer when I shot that load of death. When I shot that stoner load.
It's kind of funny, man, when you just think about the window of time that you have to get pregnant and impregnate someone. Just to, you know, you run, if you're running to someone and you haven't seen them in like 10, 15 years, you see them, you're like, whoa, okay. Time is real. Just, it wears on people. You don't think about it when you see people day in, day out. I see you all the time, you look the same to me. You know, if you don't see someone for 10, 15 years, I'm like,
Oh, wait till you look at a picture of yourself. You go to a hotel room.
oh, yeah.
You go to a hotel room, that mirror don't lie. The mirror at your house is a fucking bullshit artist. That motherfucker hides curves and hairs in your nose. You go to a Vegas and you walk past the mirror and you're like, ugh, what the fuck happened there? Age is a month. Are you watching? I watch a tape of myself or something. I'm like, wow, man, I'm getting old. But, you know, last week I fucking took a red eye to Cleveland. I get to Cleveland. This is the only direct flight. You know, now everything's fucking crazy. 2 direct flights a day. Everybody's got a flight that takes you 19 hours.
Right.
So my choices were to leave at 11 in the morning and leave a day earlier, which ain't happening, or take a red eye that night. I took the red eye, and we landed at 6 in the morning, which is 3 LA time, which I'm never up past fucking 12:30 anymore. And I took a thing to the hotel, me and George Perez. You know, for a couple minutes I was a little like, look at my fucking life. I'm 55 and I'm fucking taking a red eye to do Cleveland. And when I got into the hotel room, I sat down, I said, my computer, I'm like, how fucking lucky am I? I'm still doing spots at the fucking store. I'm still going out and doing weekends. I never dreamt of this past 48. And I'm 55, headlining, having a great time, laughing my fucking balls off. We forget for a moment of time what happened was the car didn't show. And I didn't even get pissed off. I just said, George, let's hop in a car. We walked 50 yards, it was a cab, and that was the end of that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why I told you that. I'm just thinking.
Well, you know, it's perception. You know, I mean, you know, if you showed Brigitte Nielsen a photo of her today when she was 20 and said, you're going to look like this in 5 minutes, she'd probably freak out. She'd probably be terrified. But now that she's 55, she's like, yeah, that's what I look like. We all become J. Howard Marshall, Anna Nicole Smith's fucking husband. We're gonna go this. so much time. You don't stay beautiful forever. There's going to be an amount of time where your body just stops working right, and your tissue starts to hang off your face, and it's just, it is what it is. And it's perception. A lot of it is perception.
You broke it down to me with your own Romero. Your genes. Look, you look somebody like, what's the girl we've discussed 1,000 times? She was married to Richard Gere at the beauty mark. You said you saw her somewhere and she was still fucking beautiful. What's her name? Who was married to Richard Gere?
Cindy Crawford.
Was it
Still
you that-
beautiful.
Was
Yeah.
you that saw her?
Yeah.
And said, you gotta be kidding me.
I ran into her 6 months ago.
There's two
Fucking
girls.
beautiful.
There's two girls in my high school that are on Facebook. They have not aged a year, and they both spit out kids. And
It's also how you take care of yourself.
It's the alcohol,
Yes. And whether or not you're happy.
the happiness, the alcohol,
Yeah.
the tobacco,
Tobacco's a
food.
big one. Tobacco's a
Listen,
big
man, I was thinking about this. How it's so weird that once every 2 years, I don't know what, Joe Rogan, I hate being this person sometimes. I hate being this person. I like to have something going wrong. Like I still have that bug inside.
self-sabotage. Yeah.
Still sabotage. Every once in a while, I go up to the comedy store and I see everybody drinking. And I see everybody doing everything else. And here I am with a fucking water like an asshole. I don't smoke at night when I drive because I can't see at night. You know what I'm saying? So I can't smoke. I can't get high. Sometimes I go in the back and I get high. So every once in a while I go to a red band or something. Give me a fucking cigarette. And I smoke 5 fucking cigarettes. And I'll smoke for a week. Do you know that, Joe Rogan? I have a pack of cigarettes at 8 o'clock at night and smoke like a fiend and throw them on the car on the way up the hill. Do you know how bad I feel the next day? You could see how bad fucking cigarettes are for you. And number 2 is alcohol. You know, you can see
Now, when you say this, how many cigarettes will you smoke?
like in one night,
Yeah.
12.
Really?
And I'll throw the other 8 away in the garbage.
Wow.
And then the other day,
That's a lot.
that's a lot because I'm a savage.
Like, when was the last time you did this?
About 2 months ago.
Really?
Yeah.
And you don't worry
And
it's
then I
gonna
didn't do
get
it.
you again?
No. I could, all that shit is bullshit to me. Why do you think I said that shit to you last week about the Ambien? I wasn't fucking around with you trying to be cute. I do everything. I'm sober, but I do everything. I'm sober right now, but I do everything. I don't do coke, I don't do heroin, I don't do oxycontins.
Right.
But on the road, people give me shit. And sometimes I put it in my pocket.
On the road, people give you
Oh,
shit.
people give me shit all the time.
You take the shit people give you?
All the time, dude. I just took some acid. Fucking somebody gave me blood acid, and I put it in the battery thing. I have like a shaver, and I took the bladder acid and put it in the battery thing, so it became like battery acid. And I called Lee, and I told Lee it was Wolfman Jack acid. He didn't know who Wolfman Jack was.
Wolfman Jack. There's a guy. Remember that guy?
That motherfucker went on an episode.
Radio guy.
He went on an episode of The Honeymoon of the Odd Couple one time, and Felix wanted some music published. It was horrible. So Oscar was a friend of Wolfman Jackson. He goes, man, let me give it to Wolfman Jack. Maybe he'll like it. And they're both outside the studio waiting for Wolfman Jack. And Wolfman Jack comes out with 2 freaks. He's got a weird look on his face. He's like, man, I dig noises. I dig yells. Right? But he goes, I haven't been this depressed in a long time. He goes, this was just bad. Now, if you don't mind, he goes, I gotta come down off this battery acid I was drinking last night. So I've never forgotten that line as a kid. That Wolfman Jack Lou.
Is he still alive?
No.
See if he's still alive. Wow. It's a long time ago. Oh, yeah, he was born in 38. Jesus Christ. Play that black and white video in the lower right-hand corner. Yeah. You hear that? Give me some volume. Wolfman Jack. Is this going to get us kicked off YouTube? Wolfman Jack, it does. Air check from August 1973. His first night at 66 WN5 NBC, New York. First air check. First night. Wow, how weird. Give me a little, speed that up a little bit. always have a big personality, be loud and crazy, and people got used to listening to a certain person on the radio. Radio personalities are a different thing now. It's like you would become accustomed to listening to someone's voice, and that was the person you wanted to hear. I remember a certain radio DJ, Charles Laquadera, on the Big Mattress in WBCN in Boston. I listened to it every morning. Listened to it when I was delivering newspapers. He was the morning guy, and like every place would have a morning guy. And there's still a few of them out there. There's still a few morning guys out there, but man, they're cutting those guys back. They're cutting those folks back. They're whittling away their budget, taking away their money. You know, they have to do personal appearance at Wild Wings and shit like that, and fucking shoot T-shirts out of a cannon and all that nonsense. It's a dying institution. The radio world is a dying world. It's weird. It used to be everybody had a car radio. We listened to the radio. Drove around. What do we got on the radio? Oh, let's tune in. What's the good local stations? You find them. Listen to some good radio. That shit's gone. It's gone. It's crazy. It's gone.
I was never like a talk radio guy. I can't lie to you. Like I'm talk. People listen to that talk sports, and people call it, "Fuck you."
They love it.
The Yankees should have beat one last night. It was a ref job. That shit drives me fucking crazy. By the way, congratulations to the Boston Red Sox. They were fucking tough. I don't watch baseball throughout the year. I don't have time. But the Cuban, once September comes, I love the art form, Joe Rogan. It's a beautiful. By the way, not only did I get my back and I got a GED, I'm the only Cuban that couldn't play baseball. I'm possibly the only Cuban that was the worst baseball player in the fucking world. Even my mother stopped going to the games. She was like, I can't. You just embarrassed the shit out of me. I was terrible. But during the playoffs, I watched that shit religiously.
Yeah.
I talked to my uncle and he fills me in. My uncle's tremendous. My uncle fucking knows. He's 80. He's been watching me. He knows. So I'll get on the phone with him during the playoffs and he'll be watching. And I'll talk to him. He's ratting me off in Spanish. Look at the way he throws the ball. Look at his finger, how it's whole. I mean, it's a different art. And Boston was just too tough this year. Joe Rogan, they had thieves. Baseball play with thieves. It's tough to play against them. That's why me and your old partner at the UFC with Ty Goldberg were both Cincinnati Red fans.
What do you mean by thieves?
People who steal bases.
Oh.
People who steal bases. I love thieves because they don't let the pitcher get into a rhythm. They get into the pitcher's head. They start twiddling their arms. And now the pitcher's got to keep looking at his shoulder. And if you ever get a chance to watch an old Cincinnati Red ball park, a good game, if I find one, I'll send it to you. And you watch what the pit. You know when the coach comes out and takes the ball from the guy, and the guy walks off, and they call a reliever with the Cincinnati Reds. The coach would come out, the pitcher would go, "Take this fucking ball. I never want to pitch again," because Cincinnati was the king of bunting, getting on first, and playing with your head, starting. Then they would steal second, and they would hit a single. The Cincinnati Reds won all those years with Pete Rose. Pete Rose was a home run hitter. Pete Rose was a hitter. That means every time he came up to bat, you're gonna have a problem. And him and Concepcion and Morgan and all those people, they were just single hitters. Those are the worst. At least with a home run, I know where I stand. But these motherfuckers that clobber you with singles and doubles, that's a different game. And then I'm stealing from you to really get down, like I'm stealing second and stealing third. That's Sparky Anderson, that movie. I know you never watched it, but that's what it was about. The movie with Brad Pitt. He did about baseball.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's a great movie because he explains to you that it's on base percentage. All that other shit is bullshit. Like they're like, yeah, but this guy walks a lot. Did he get on base? That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
And that's the same. Boston played that same game. They're thieves. They steal. It was heart attack baseball. You couldn't watch it. If you bet the last 5 games, God bless you. God bless you. Heart attack. I got back to my room in Cleveland. 2:30 in the morning. They were still playing. 2:30 in the morning. I went to bed. The Dodger game was still on. It's tremendous. This is the time of the year with that. I love playoff baseball. When it starts in April, I don't know nothing. I don't watch none of that shit. None of that shit.
I played baseball when I was a kid. I stopped doing it when I got into martial arts. I found out about Taekwondo because I was waiting for a Red Sox game, waiting for the tee to get home. And there was a big ass line to get to the tee because the Fenway Park was let out. And walking back from Fenway Park to the train station, I saw the Taekwondo school. And I went up there, and there's this guy named John Lee, who was a national heavyweight champion, light heavyweight champion at the time. And he was about to go to the World Cup. And he was up there kicking the shit out of the heavy bag. I'd never seen anything like it in my life. I was hearing the sounds of it. I was walking up the stairs. Whoop, ka-chink, whoop, ka-chink. And the whoop was him kicking the bag, and the ka-chink was the chain as the bag would go flying through the air and slam against the chain. I was like, that is the craziest fucking sound. And I walked in there, and there was this guy who was just, you know, at the peak of his physical power. He was just at his very best. He was training for a world tournament, and just watching him do that was so terrifying, thinking like, if someone kicked me like that, like what it would do to my body. And that's how I got into martial arts, because before I wasn't into team sports, man. That's one of the reasons why I got into wrestling. At least wrestling, it's me against that guy. I hated team sports. I hated the fact that we were losers because little Billy dropped the ball. Like I didn't play for the team either. Like they would tell me, all right, Rogan, go try to get a signal. I'd be like, yeah. Get the fuck out of here. And I swung. I either got a home run or I struck out every fucking time I was at bat. Because I got a home run once, and I was like, oh, that is so much better than getting a single. You could suck dick for the rest of your life for singles. I don't give a fuck about a single. I felt bad if I got on base and I got a single. Because I connected once, and that ball went, that could hit pretty hard. And that ball went fucking flying. And it went into the stands, and I was like, oh, this is what it's about. It's about doing that. It's the only thing that's any good about the stupid fucking, that and catching balls. So many cracks went out there and catch it, that's pretty fun.
I could never even hit a ball. Like, I never hit a ball in my life. I used to bunt to strike out and make an excuse. Like, I was just terrible at baseball. I just had nothing for it. When I went to Miami, I used to go to Red Berry's baseball camp in the summers. Just for a week. It was a week camp that you went at it. Like, a basketball was my shit.
Yeah?
Basketball.
We good?
Real good. Real fucking good.
Really?
Real good. Went to 5-star basketball camp at Harvey Garfinkel.
Do you play anymore? You ever fuck around?
My shoulders are so bad that, my shoulders
How bad
over
are
the
they now?
years, I can't do a jump
But you're
shot.
doing jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, but I can't. You can't get me an Americana. Like, you can't. I tell people, don't Americana me. You can Kimura me.
To that bad?
Yeah. Like, I have to go for physical therapy pretty soon.
Do you ever get an MRI?
I should, but by the, listen, you gotta pick your battles in today's insurance world. So, they're to the point where I can lift and go to kickboxing, I can hold a microphone, I'm fine.
Right.
I'm fine. For right now, my right knee is fucked up. That's gonna have to do something soon. But for right now,
What's wrong with it?
it never fixed. I think when I was doing physical therapy, I rehurt it after the surgery. It never
What
healed.
kind of surgery did you get? You get a meniscus?
Meniscus, arthritis, that whole thing.
Yeah.
So I'll go back in there again and let it all cleaned up. No, I love basketball, but I also love martial arts growing up. I love the whole thing of going to doing forms and practicing.
They can do some fucking tremendous shit with stem cells right now, Joey. They could fix all your problems, I bet.
You
Fix your
my
shoulders. Yep. Yeah. And my shoulder's fixed. They fixed it.
How flexible are you? Let me see you grab your hand and do that shit and go all the way back and do all that shit.
Oh, yeah. Not to do that.
Grab it and go over. You do that shit.
What do you mean?
Like there's people who can grab them at my kickboxing place who all well. They could
Grab them
believe.
and all the way over? What do you mean?
Yeah, like they do something fucking different. Like, I don't
Oh, you're saying like do this and go all the way back?
Yeah, oh, no. I know what they do. They take the broom and they
Yeah.
go that way all the way back.
Yeah, I can
I'm
do
done.
that.
I'm done.
You know what else is real good for you? Hanging. Just hanging. Just grab a hold of the bar, chin up bar, and just hang from it. Super good for your shoulders. Stretches them out, releases impingements. It's good for the joint.
Okay.
Yeah. Just go out there to my little gym area out here. Just stretch out.
Oh,
Hang
listen,
the
I never got the
bar.
President's Award either because I couldn't do a pull-up.
You don't have to do a pull-up.
You understand me?
Pull-ups
I
are
could
great
never
for
do a
jiu-jitsu
fucking- I
though.
could
You
never
can still,
do-
to this day, can't do one? No?
Never do a pull-up. Even when I was 180 and lifting weights with strength guys.
You couldn't do a pull-up when you were 180? That doesn't even make any
I
sense.
don't know what the fuck it was. When I moved to Snowman's Village, my roommate was from Brown, and he had another brother, and they had another friend. And they had trained under this guy named Ira Wolf, where I grew up. Ira Wolf went to the Olympics to be a trainer. And these, except for one guy, two of these guys are still alive. And these guys did not believe in traditional lifting. They believed in slow motion, heavy lifting. 10 count on the way down and a 10 count on the way up.
A lot of guys still believe in that.
And you hit the strength doubles, like the strength is so, it's slow motion.
You know who's really into that? Einstein. You know Eddie's buddy about Scott Epstein?
Yeah.
He's really into slow-mo training. He's always into that.
Slow motion lifting.
Yeah.
These guys were really fucking into it. And today, the one guy we were talking a while ago, he has no injuries.
Mm-hmm.
All that, like they switched me. I was doing behind the necks, in front of the necks. They're like, you're wasting your time. Just do squats, cleans. What's the other one they do? That gets your fucking traps ginormous. You just get 130.
Cleans and presses.
Just the first
Cleans.
Don't even press it. Just the first clean.
Mhm.
Don't even press it.
Right.
All that shit.
Oh, cleans are tremendous.
Yeah, I love all that shit. In fact, I went back to the straight bar. I was using the straight bar again.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like the straight bar. I've been squatting.
You were doing kettlebell classes for a while too, right? Weren't you?
Yeah, but the problem with the kettlebell is that if you read that guy's book or anything about Pavlov, he says that the kettlebells, I don't even know if that's his name.
Pavel Tsatsouline.
It's supposed to be like a 20 to 18, 15-minute workout, kettlebells.
Yeah.
What they do is the new CrossFit community has taken kettlebells, and you're just hurting people. Kettlebells are done for you to feel good and to enhance a different workout. Like when I do kettlebells, thank God for that, I combine it with a club roller workout.
Mm-hmm.
Alberto Payne taught me how to do swings with club bats, where you turn your insides of your wrist so everything turns. So yeah, I burn a lot of fascia on my shoulder because I do it that way. So when I do a kettlebell workout, I incorporate it with the bats from on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I do it with the circuit training. I do this a straight one, all this, and even with that, because before I went to physical therapy, I wanted to try the club bats because they have all the weight on the end. It helps pull that shoulder all the way the fuck down. Like for me to do anything, I had to stretch my shoulder before, and I have to really deep. I gotta go against the wall. I go underneath. Remember the guy I brought on, Alberto Gazzini? Galazzi. I do a lot of his little
Yeah, he's got great workouts.
Even right now, Onnit's got that kettlebell 6, where it's a transformation. They got some great stuff on there. The guy sent it to me at the beginning. They call it something else instead of water. They call it something else. His name is not Josh Wolf. John Wolf. John Wolf. Good.
He's fantastic.
Fantastic.
The thing about clubs is that they're not that heavy, but they're odd. So like you're holding on to the end of it, but the weight is at the
end,
on the other end, and it's this long thing, so it's very awkward. And you could get a really good workout with 15 pounds. I mean, you really can.
That's all I use, 15 and 10. I got a 5 from on it to break my wrist. You get a 5, you can really break the fascia on your wrist with the 5. They have an exercise that you go over and twist.
We got a full set of them out here if you want to use
Tremendous. So that's what I was doing wrong. The kettlebell class, why am I swinging the gorilla? Why am I swinging the fucking gorilla?
Why swinging the gorilla?
I don't know. And then you turned me on to Steve Maxwell's 35 pounds. So now I do 35 and 44 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
I love Steve Maxwell stuff. So I keep Steve Maxwell. And you were the one, I called you at the last dilemma, and you were like, well, let's do it. So now I do 3, 3, and 3, and I'm on there.
Oh, yeah.
I do 3 Turkish get-ups, 3 fucking sets of cleans, and 3 swings.
Just do it a few days a week.
Yeah, listen, if I'm on the road, most hotels now have kettlebells.
Really?
Most hotels are starting to come around. I go to a hotel, I check, and I go up, I roll a joint. I go downstairs, I smoke, and on the way back, I check by the gym. If I see kettlebells, I'm very happy. But I keep it to that. 3, 3, and 3, because over 50, it should just be 3 days a week. It takes a lot for you to recuperate.
Well, it's also that you can get in more reps over the week. That's really what you want. If you do a lot of reps in one day, the problem is you're destroyed afterwards. But if you do the same amount of reps over the course of 5 days, just do shorter workouts and do many of them, you don't ever get destroyed. Your body's fine. You do all the other things you do too, and I think you become more consistent with it. You don't
I
get
do
worried
two
about
I
getting
do two
destroyed.
and two. I do 2 kickboxing and Muay Thai conditioners, 2 jiu-jitsus. You know what my jiu-jitsu incorporates? Jiu-jitsu incorporates the class, doing the technique in 3 5-minute rounds. After that, I get up and walk away because anything after that is defeating the purpose.
Right.
Right? The Novathor bed twice a week, especially on Sundays.
What?
The Novathor bed.
What is that?
The Novathor bed is the one I told you about the last time. I think they sent you some information because we were discussing it last time. It's the red light therapy.
Oh,
I
okay.
get
Yeah.
the Novathor bed twice a week.
You saying it right?
Novathor, yes.
Novathor?
Bed, look it up.
Okay.
I get a Novathor bed twice a week, especially on Sundays to take all the oxidation out.
That thing right there?
Yes.
Thinner, fitter, healthier, happier.
And then I go into cryotherapy 2 or 3 times a week. So what I did was I shortened my workout, and I could do it more often.
Mm-hmm.
Me going to a jiu-jitsu class and fighting Eddie to the death
Right.
does nothing for me.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it.
Right.
And I'm not going to do that because I'm not going to be able to roll for 3 or 4 more days now.
Yeah, that's the thing is recovery.
I really went online and read after 50. And number one, you gotta over 50 strength.
Strength.
Oh God, that's because that sarcopenia will fucking kill you, and that's when you start getting hunchy and you all become our grandfather. And when you do stand up, it's you just gotta be strong. So I went back. I meet these guys twice a week, and we pack it on. I don't even know what you put on there because it gives me anxiety. And we open up with a squat to really get the system into a fucking frenzy. There's no jumping jacks, there's no bench. We open up.
You warm up first?
I do a little warm up, and the first 2 sets, I see the fucking deck. It's on a stopwatch. There's no sets. It's on a stopwatch.
What do you mean?
So he'll go 4 hours, 4 minutes, go.
So 4 minutes of squatting?
I'm squatting.
4
3
straight
minutes.
minutes?
3 minutes of
That's a
squatting.
lot of time squatting.
But it's 10 seconds up, 10 seconds back. The last 2, I'm seeing the death. I'm thinking about getting a heart attack, the whole thing. And then right from there, I go to a pull down machine. Right from there, I go to a back twister. It's really weird how he does it. I'm out there in 22 minutes.
That's a good workout. I mean, getting
22 minutes.
physical strain, lifting some weights, getting that bone density, tightening up all the muscle groups.
And the Maluk stick works. That's the most important thing. I don't end up on NBC doing commercials for ED commercials. You don't want ED, you gotta get the Maluk stick.
And that's for lifting weights? Yeah.
Bro, since day one.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody tells you. Give me an old guy that's doing lifting a little lightweight 3 days a week. He's doing it for his Maluk stick. All that shit they sell. What is it? GNC with Frank Thomas. Hi. And it's good for your lady too. That shit don't work.
Those Frank Thomas are a bunch of thirsty white people hanging out with him.
Those commercials are the worst.
We've played those commercials 30 times. on
Hey
the show.
Frank, how are you? I'm
What's all
fine.
this ladies going? I wish you would do that, Mike.
Yeah. And meanwhile, Frank's a fat fuck. You know, he's a little overweight and shit. I'm doing this. That GNC shit don't work. You want to keep the Maluk stick up? Oatmeal? They did a study on this. I did a study. I did an independent study to see what works the most. Oatmeal and coconut milk in that motherfucker, and some deadlifts and some squats. You'll be stabbing people till you're
For
90.
sure, those things elevate testosterone and increase your hormone levels. That's for sure. The deadlifts and squats are the kings of exercise. Those are so important because they work your whole chain. They work everything.
Dolce loves the fucking deadlift. Dolce, me and him.
Well, everybody does. Find
After
somebody
I
who
read
does.
his book, that's when I went to the Y one day, and I started light. I got a coach the first time to go with the basics with me, and then like 3 weeks later, I thought I was Mike Dolce, and I went in there and did a set of 5 deadlifts, bro. I could feel it in my central nervous system. Like it really does hit your central. Like you just feel like this fucking
Well, your
weird
body
feeling.
realizes, oh Jesus, this crazy fuck it needs us to lift weights. It needs us to carry heavy things all the time, so your body just gets stronger. And there's only one way to get stronger. Your body's got to increase testosterone. It's got to rebuild all that tissue that you're breaking down.
What place are you in right now, bro? You're in first place in this contest.
If I wasn't in first place, I'd jump off a fucking building.
How's Ari's number
Me,
2?
I'm disturbed that they thought they were gonna win. I'm ahead by like 2,000 points. This is what I'll tell you right now.
What are the rankings at right
I mean, obviously, out of all these guys, I'm the one who's been working out all the time. I've been working out my whole life. So I have 10,139. Ari's in second place with 8,299. Yeah. Tommy Buns in third place. Tommy has just recently banged out another 100. So he's 8,259. And Bert is strong in last place. Strong, talking all kinds of mad shit. And he's more than 2,000 points behind me, that slob. And I haven't even worked out today. When I work out today, they're all gonna quit. I'm going today, even though I'm 2,000 points ahead, I'm gonna go for 6 hours. Today is a day of death. I've gotten as many as 1,000 points in a day. No one has even gotten close to that. You just gotta fucking keep going. The thing is, when you're exhausted, you go, I can't do this anymore. Yes, you can.
Joe, what do you do for 6
20
hours?
minutes. I do a variety of different things.
Break
First,
it
I
down
take the
for
dog.
jumping.
I run the hills with the dog for a good hour. You know, I do about 2 miles in the hills with the dog. So he's exhausted. Otherwise, he's a puppy. You know, he's 2 years old. He's a pain in the ass if he's not worn out. So I wear his little ass out. So we run for 2 miles, which is in the hills. These are pretty fucking steep hills. It turns out to be about 40 minutes-ish, 45 minutes, close to an hour. Get back, stretch out a little, and then I decide what else I want to do. Yesterday, it was kickboxing. So I hit the bag for another hour and a half. I turned on some old fights in the gym and just fucking went to town. Put on the ringside timer, so it's giving me rounds. And the ringside timer gives me 30 seconds too. So I go 30 seconds hard, 30 seconds not so hard, 30 seconds hard, 30 seconds not so hard, 1 minute break,
Shin
drink some
guards?
water. No. No shin guards. No.
You should really kick the shit out of that fucking bag hard. Oh,
I gotta do it.
God.
I'm fucking my shins up.
Don't be. I went to kickboxing class and I fucked up one of my fungi toes. Just blew up. It just blew up and blood started coming out. I went home later on and said, what the fuck? I did nothing. My toenails are cut.
If you slam your shin into a bag for an hour and a half of full blast, some tissue's gonna break down. Something's gonna break. Like right now, everything's sore. My ankles are sore. My knees are sore. My lower back is sore. I went whole ham yesterday. But you know, that wasn't a big day for me. Yesterday was like 430 something points. That's a big day for some guys. It's the most I've ever worked out is I did 6.5 hours and I got 1,000 points. I did 5.5 hours, I got 900 points, and then I did another hour just to sort of like at the end of the day, just to loosen everything up, just hit the bag for an hour. Because Bert was talking so much shit. I was like, this is like, oh, where am I gonna put the belt? Everything Joe does, I'm gonna double. Okay. We'll see. He went hiking with Ari and was quitting while he was hiking. Hiking is walking. It's walking. These guys are walking and they're getting tired. And he's talking about beating me in a fitness contest. It's outrageous. Plus, he's enormously overweight. The one who's the real issue is Ari. Ari's a sneaky fuck. Ari might try to pull it out. Even though he's 2,000 points behind, he might try to murder himself over the next 2 days, get to 2,000 points, and then put another 1,000 in to beat me on the 3rd day. He literally might try to do that. But I'm not going to let him.
Will he quit?
They're fighting for 2nd place. Good luck, boys. I let them get close up until a while ago. Up until about a week and a half ago, and then I just turned it on. I'm like, okay, here we go. I had a plan. My plan was to get, first of all, I was not doing this much cardio before. So we're at 29 days in. Is today the 3rd? What is today? 29? 29. 29 days in. I've taken 4 days off. I took 3 days off because I went to Vegas with my family and I went with UFC. And so we're going to go on Thursday, Wednesday till Sunday. I'm not going to work out. Just go have a good time, relax, see if these guys catch up. So they caught up to me, and that's when Bert posted, oh, Rogan's in last place. I hadn't even worked out. And so I was like, okay, I'm done with that. Now it's time to kick it into full gear. And then when I kicked into full gear, I'm steady every day, 3 hours a day, 3.5 hours a day, 4 hours a day sometimes 2.5 hours in the morning, 2.5 hours at night. Just 600 points a day, 700 points a day, 800 points a day, whatever I gotta do, just to stay way ahead. And my goal was, so the last few days, to be so far ahead that they're fucked and they're all just scratching and clawing for second place.
What's the stuff this year?
You don't get anything. I wanted to lose it, have to drink a goblet of everybody else's piss. That's what I wanted. Because I wanted Bert to drink piss. I feel like Bert has to lose this. I don't see how Tom was sick. He was sick as a dog, on antibiotics for like 5 days. Came back in one day and he ran 13 motherfucking miles for 600 points. Yeah. Ran around the neighborhood, 13 fucking miles. The dude ran for 3.5 hours, just ran. Doesn't want to lose, and doesn't want to lose to Bert. Even if he only comes in third place, as long as he's not Bert, as long as he beats Bert, that's where everybody's at. Because Bert talks so much shit. Everybody just wants to make sure that Bert loses.
He's got the DiMaggio gene.
He thinks he can just half-ass his way through something that's an actual competition. Because he's just, look, he can push himself, but there's a big difference between pushing yourself and pushing yourself for a whole month. That's where he's falling apart. And he's been talking so much shit that we're all laughing at him. So yesterday, everybody was going out. Was it today?
Yesterday.
I'm out here jogging. Look at his tits bouncing. What did he say? He's sandbagging?
Said already time for sandbagging.
My headset's in. Sorry if I sound super aggressive. I still love them, but man. Sandbaggers, bro.
Sandbaggers.
What does that
What's a
mean?
sandbag?
Said already held on to his stats for like a week.
He did.
Before he turned on the name.
He did.
Said Tom's lying about being
No. Ari held on to his stats, and he's allowed to do that. Look, we're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to, the manly thing to do is to put it all on the table and make everybody try to fucking keep up. That's the manly thing to do.
That's
But
it.
Ari is obviously a sneaky fuck, right? And he obviously is also the one who worked out the least out of all of us. So he, at one point in time, stored up 1,000 points and had them on his device and then released them, and Bert went fucking crazy. You fuck! Because Bert thought he was ahead of Ari, and then all of a sudden Ari shot ahead of him. That's how it works. This is a competition.
It's a fight for last right now. Between
Yes. It's a fight for last, and Bert's he's gonna lose that fight. He's gonna be last. Tom's gonna work out today. I told you, Tom got 600 fucking points yesterday. Oh, they're fighting. They're fighting in a group text. Let me see what's going on here. Oh my God, it's long. It's very long. Oh boy, there's a lot. There's a lot of fighting. Bert's very angry. Very, very, very angry. He's very angry because he realizes he's gonna come in last. Because he was saying yesterday, here's what's hilarious. He goes, and you're barely winning. I go, Bert, I'm ahead of you. Yesterday was 2,300 points. I go, do you have any idea what the fuck you would be saying if you were ahead by 2,300 points? He goes, I'd be respectful. I'd be like, you fucking liar, man. You fucking liar. Look, this is a rigged game. It's if I don't get hurt, it's a rigged game. That's just what it is.
No, everybody drink, everybody smoke,
No.
everybody got caught drinking and
No.
smoking, nothing.
Don't you think that Bert's drinking? Didn't you say you looked at you funny?
All right, let me tell you the fucking story, and you tell me what you think, okay? Because this was the fucked up thing. My feelings were even hurt. Every Wednesday I go to pizza after karate with Mercy. We go eat pizza. We're sitting there. It's the neighborhood pizza joint. We're sitting there. And I look at my wife and I go, isn't that Bert? And it's a dude walking through the neighborhood, looked just like Bert with a hat on. I put my pizza down. I go out and I go, hey, cocksucker, I see that you're drinking because it looked like he had a six-pack or whatever holding it. And he turned around, waved at me, and kept walking. This is Bert Kreischer. Right? This is Bert Kreischer. This is a guy that, I figured he'd come back and talk to me. So, the next day, Lee tells me, I tell Lee that, Lee, I saw Bert today, yelled at me, didn't come and talk to me. Lee tells me that Bert put down a tweet that one of his fans yelled at him,
He saw someone, he didn't know who it was.
and he didn't know who it was. And he kept walking. He knew the fucking dog. If I yell at you, you'll know it's fucking me. If I say cocksucker at the end of the speech, you know it's me.
Look what else Bert does. First of all, Bert knows he's behind a staggering amount. He put in the most bitch-ass workout today. He got, what is this, 149 points? That is not enough. He worked out for an hour and 50 minutes. He got 149 points. Because look at the end. See the end, all those grays?
Maybe it stayed on or something.
No, he kept his strap on. He worked out. It says an hour 40. He worked out for 40 minutes, and he kept his strap on for an hour. Yeah, because he's dying, so his heart's elevated. So he gets some points for having an elevated heart. But look at this, all this gray shit at the end. See, folks? See all this? You can't.
I can see it.
Here, let me do something here. I'll show people here. All this nonsense. You get, for 80% of your heart rate, you get yellow. For 90% of your max heart rate, you get red. I tried to go all red the first day. I'm like, I'm just gonna kill them. I'm just gonna sprint for half an hour and just make these guys catch up. There's no way they catch up. Then Ari, in his fucking ingenious and devious ways, found out you get just as many points for 80% as you get for 90%. We figured so they avoid lawsuits. So we said, okay. So it seems like the sweet spot is in 80%. So just stick to 80%. So you can do that, or you can be like Bert, and Bert barely gets to 70%, mostly stays in the 60% range, which is gray, and then 80%, which is, well, 60% is like there's 50, 60, and 70, and 70's green, 70's green, and then blue is 60. So he's mostly blue, 60% of his max heart rate, which, by the way, I might be at right now, because I'm getting angry. So if you got mad, you'd be in like the blue, and you get 2 points a minute for the blue. You get 4 points a minute for the yellow. There it goes. See, 60% to 70%, you get blue. Bert is almost all gray and blue. And if you look at this fucking slobbery workout he's got, look at all that shit. It's 60% and lower most of his workout. So that means most of the workout that he did for an hour and 49 minutes is him with a fucking thing on, just sitting around. It's an hour and 30 minutes. So it's most of it is him with the thing on, just sitting there, being fat. That's all it is.
Now let me ask you this: what is this called? Because I'd like to go on.
It's called this. It's a MyZone fitness tracker. This is the thing.
And you put it on your chest.
Yes. You put. It's a. Once I snap this in, it'll start measuring my heart rate, and I'm gonna put it on when I get out of here. I'm gonna start working out. And today, these are the 3 days of death. Today's Monday. Tomorrow's Tuesday, and Wednesday we go crazy, Joey Diaz. Wednesday I work out to 11:59. And at 11:59, I pop that off, and I walk away. At 11:59, then I go have a glass of wine, because it hits midnight.
No weight qualifications on this. Nobody
No,
can lose weight.
no, there's no losing weight. I probably fucking gained weight. I haven't lost any weight. I've eaten everything that moves. I put in 0 dietary restrictions. I ate a whole carrot cake the other day. Because the amount of calories I'm burning is fucking insane. Like, I'll give you, for instance, on a day, like a good calorie day, in terms of like how much, like yesterday, one workout, 2,214 calories. One workout, 3 hours, 25 minutes. And then the day before that, 1,930 calories. The day before that, there was 2 workouts. One was 1,876 calories. One was 2,210 calories. These are, I mean, this insane amount of calories. One workout I had was 4,900 calories.
And what's that entail? Like when you get your heart up to 80, is that the running?
Yeah.
Or the lifting?
I can't just do one thing. I go crazy.
Right. Okay.
I'll get bored.
All right.
So I lift, but the lift doesn't give me much. Lift is like blue and green. That's all you ever get from lifting.
And
blue
that's
and green.
swings or
Chin-ups, presses, cleans and presses, windmills, clean press squats, renegade rows.
all kettlebell?
All kettlebells.
Okay.
Yeah. And
So
obviously
the lifting doesn't give you much.
Doesn't give you much.
How would jiu-jitsu fare?
Jiu-jitsu would probably be pretty good, but this thing would get in the way.
Right.
If anybody mounted you, it would crack. This thing would crack. You know, if you lost this, oh my god, it'd be death. Like I could break this with my finger. I'm pretty sure I could break this. It feels like
Muay
it's
Thai
giving me-
runs a lot.
Yes.
That's the number one.
I did an
That
hour and a
bag
half
is
of
a
hitting that
motherfucker.
bag yesterday. You know, because I have the gym at home, so
Right.
I went fucking hog on the. I put fights on. Once I put fights on, you fire got it. Just start fucking wailing on that bag and keeping the party going. But see, if I got cocky right now, these fucks could catch me, especially Ari, because he's probably gonna sandbag some more and hide his numbers, because he just wants to beat Bert, because he got super pissed at Tom. He's like, what the fuck, Tom? Because Tom put up all those points yesterday. 600 points in a day is a lot of points. But like I said, the dude ran, like I'll tell you what he did. He ran 13 fucking miles in his neighborhood, and this is after being sick, but he's feeling it today. Yeah, today he gets 145 points. That's not good. You're not gonna win with that. So you see, they're not trying to win. They're trying to beat Bert.
I know that Bert went to
Everybody's just
crowd
trying to beat
therapy.
Bert.
I know that one day he was at U.S. crowd therapy because I went over there and they're like, Bert just left here. So I knew he was doing something, but I know he hasn't been going consistently. So.
Bert just doesn't do anything consistently, but he doesn't watch his diet either. That's the problem with Bert. He's not watching his diet. He's not eating it.
Bert's not an eater. It's the booze, dog.
Yeah,
That
it is.
sugar's a motherfucker.
It is.
That shit turns into sugar at night. Beers will kill you. You know what else kills you? Acai bowls.
Yeah.
People think that they're fucking health. There's a ton of shit that fucking kills you.
Sugar, acai
Yeah,
bowls.
just stick to an apple and a banana. I try it. You know, I love acai bowls, though. They make them at my house with chia seeds and juju,
But I'll tell
goji
you what,
berries.
when I'm in the middle of like these brutal workouts, I'll drink a whole soda. In the middle of
Really?
a workout, I drank a cream soda yesterday. In the middle of a workout, I needed sugar. I needed it
How do you know you need it?
because I felt like I needed it. I was fucking. I'm burning out so many calories, and my blood sugar is crashing so hard. I'm eating fruit. I ate the one day that I worked out where I did 5.5 hours. I was eating boxes of animal crackers. I was eating everything I could.
What I do is what you told me to do. When I get home from Thai or lifting, and I make a protein shake, I swear to God, I take the Hershey's syrup. You told me just to put a little bit. And I just go dick. Not even,
Sugar's not bad after a workout.
a second of it.
Yeah.
And with the Mexican chocolate, it works perfect. It tastes like fucking, you know. So I do that with the protein drinks. But I try to avoid sugar. Nothing no more.
Yeah,
No
you
more
definitely should
desserts.
avoid sugar. But see, what's happening with these workouts is you're dealing with an extreme loss of electrolytes, an extreme loss of glucose. I mean, I'm putting salt in all my water. I'm drinking a bunch of these Nalgene. You know what a Nalgene bottle is? Like with a twist top. It's a thick, heavy plastic, 32-ounce bottle of water. I'm drinking 3 and 4 of those in a workout. In those, I'm putting electrolytes, and then I'm putting sprinkles of Himalayan salt. So I'm putting like a half a teaspoon of Himalayan salt in each one of them, shaking it up, because I'm losing insane amounts of water. I sweat so hard, I set off the fucking alarm. I set off my fire alarm in my gym from sweat, from my steam. The whole room was like a shower from me steaming, and I put it up on Instagram. This is the kind of workout I'm doing. I'm pushing hard, because they're not making it easy. These guys are actually doing it. That's legit. Those puddles on the ground, that's not for me pissing my pants. That's all sweat. So I'm sweating so much because I'm staying in the 80% of your max heart rate range for hours. I'm staying there for hours. So my thought was, there's no way they can do that. They're not gonna do that. There's no way. They're not gonna do that for 5 hours. There's just not. So like, if I did one day like that, I felt like one day where I got 935 points in one workout, and then another 100 points afterward. I'm like, one day like that will separate me from the pack. Just one day. Put fear.
Let me just ask you something. just to be fair to everybody here, what about stuff, some of the stuff you do? Doesn't that kind of,
You mean like testosterone?
Yeah.
100%. I told them too. This is a. I told them this is a fucking.
you should have made them shoot shit, all those
They should.
motherfuckers.
I gave them my doctor's information. I told them what they should do. Look, I'm also at least 8 years older than all of them.
All of them, right?
How old's Ari?
41.
41. I'm 51. Yeah, I'm older than all of them.
Yeah, but the testosterone.
It helps.
I gotta use side on this.
Oh yeah, you should. I'm failing all those tests. Yeah, testosterone replacement therapy, hormone replacement therapy. I started doing all that when I was 40, so that's their age. Yeah, it makes a big difference.
Makes a big difference.
Fuck yeah. Look, listen, everybody listen to this. There's a stigma attached to that in a lot of people. Like, you know, where do you get your testosterone from? I get it from my balls. All that matters is that you have it in your system. If you don't have it in your system, you're not going to feel as good. It's real simple. If you're fine with not feeling as good, good. Go ahead. Stick with that. But if you're not fine with it, this is 2018. Hormone replacement therapy exists for a reason. And that reason is it makes you feel way better. It makes your body work way better. You can avoid a host of ailments and conditions that are related to your body breaking down due to age with hormone replacement therapy. The key to doing it, though, is to do it correctly. You're supposed to go to a doctor that's going to test your blood levels, test your nutrient levels, and adjust your diet first. The first thing that happens is they want to find out how much you're sleeping, how stressed out you are, what are you eating, how much water are you drinking, are you getting the proper amount of protein and vegetables, are you eating correctly. Let's get you off of the sugar. Let's get you off the booze. Let's get you off cigarettes or whatever else is before they do anything. So they put you that this is a many month process that I went through, where they get you off of all these different things and you make these adjustments, and then they start adding a little stuff, add a little bit of growth hormone, add a little bit of testosterone. First it was cream, and then it became injections. It takes a little bit of time to figure out what works best. And then you get to a point where you have the hormone levels of a healthy young man. You don't want to elevate. You don't want to be higher than that. That's when you run into problems. You don't want to be in like some crazy Vitor Belfort when he got popped from Nevada and he was like some superhuman levels.
I was 80% over my money Sunday night against. He was supposed to fight Rumble Johnson. What's the guy from Denver? The Christian, nice guy.
Nate Marquardt.
Nate Marquardt level was really high in Pittsburgh that night.
That's right. Yeah. They said
Pittsburgh.
he was in danger. He was like it was dangerous to his health, the levels. But he says that was his doctor. His doctor fucked him. The whole idea. Well, there's a difference between, first of all, there's a big difference between someone who's competing in mixed martial arts. Obviously, you have to worry about your opponent getting hurt because of the fact that you're enhanced. And these are young guys who are doing this. When Nate was doing this, he was like 30 years old. Right? When you are talking about just general health and wellness, testosterone replacement therapy, hormone replacement therapy, there's a reason why a lot of older guys, especially guys who can afford it, they have money, they're doing it, makes you feel better. It just does. And if you don't want to do it, that's fine. There's ways of elevating your testosterone naturally. They just don't work. Whether it's deadlifts or running hills, doing sprints, they work a little bit better. It works a little bit better than nothing. But it
Squats are very good.
Yeah.
They release, but not enough for what you're saying.
No, there's going to be a difference.
I know they can raise them through acupuncture. I know that I've discussed raising levels of testosterone through acupuncture.
I would like to see studies on that.
The problem is it's really painful.
Acupuncture is painful?
For that process, it's in your feet.
Yeah, I'd like to see studies on that. I don't know if that's really been proven. If that was really proven, look, there's ways to raise it,
The chick I was with for years told me different case studies that she had been involved in.
Yeah.
She told me a guy came in once that found the younger girlfriend. His wife passed. They found the younger girlfriend.
You couldn't keep up?
And he couldn't keep up, so he came in to see her. She did a bunch of stuff and put him on a tee. He came back a week later and said, turn that shit off. Because my dick will not shut down. But she told me, she goes, I can raise your testosterone levels, but it has to be needling through your feet.
Yeah.
And you're going to find that a little bit uncomfortable. And I was like, leave it alone, man. I don't want to fucking walk around.
All this whether it's hormone replacement therapy or squats or deadlifts or all these things will help. Hormone replacement therapy helps the most. The thing about this kind of a competition that we're doing though, we're not doing anything that you need massive amounts of testosterone.
No, this is
What this is about is willpower.
willpower for 30 days. That's all this is
But
about.
a lot of it is discipline and willpower. And if I have any advantage, it's that I have a gym in my house and I have a gym in my studio. And I run with my dog almost every day in the hills, and I've been doing that for years. I've been taking that dog running since he was 6 months old. He runs in the hills with me all the time.
You fall in love with running.
I love it. You know why I love it, Joey? Here's a big thing. Because it makes me feel better in terms of like my mental state. Like I'm happier when I run all the time. This whole month, I feel great. And I don't just feel great because like I'm not smoking pot. Like I mean, maybe that's maybe that's good in some way. Maybe it's good to not smoke as much pot even though I enjoy it. Maybe it's not good to smoke as much as I do.
You're gonna smoke on Thursday morning?
I don't know. No, Thursday I'm flying to New York. I probably won't smoke. I mean, I might smoke a little over the weekend. I'm gonna play some pool with my boy Tommy Jr. down in New York. But the thing that really helps, because I'm doing insane amounts of exercise, hours and hours of exercise a day. You don't give a fuck about normal bullshit. Like all the chatter, all the negative chatter in your head, that shit goes away. It doesn't exist. I don't care. I'm super calm. No anxiety. Anxiety goes away. I think I'm not a depressed person. I don't suffer from depression. But I had Tyson Fury on the podcast.
Yeah, last week. I haven't listened yet.
Amazing. He's a brave man. The way he opened up about
No, I read the comments and whatnot.
Yeah, but
I
when
think
you
it
open up
helps.
about his suicidal thoughts and depression,
I think all that stuff.
it helps. It doesn't just help. It helps fucking tremendous. If I found a drug, if a doctor put me on medication, I was like, Doc, I'm fine. I'm happy. Everything's good. The doc's like, I would just like you to just try this for a while and tell me how it makes you feel. Just put me on something. And I had to take a pill a day. And I felt as good as I feel right now sitting in front of you. I would be like, wow, you were right. I feel better. This exists, but it only gets to you through discipline. And know that you can't give someone something that forces them to work out. Almost every fucking day I worked out this month, I didn't want to do it. Almost every day. The only thing that kept me doing it is Bert going, I'm gonna double what Joe does. All that got me angry. That got my competitive juices stirred. And just the idea that these guys, I've been working out my whole life. These guys barely work out. Like they're gonna beat me in some sort of fitness competition that involves willpower. I'm like, that's not going to happen. I'm going to put in more time than you. I'm just going to. But all that aside, when I did do it, just doing it, I feel fucking fantastic.
Well, remember the tapes you made of me in House of Blues? You were concerned. I was like, I don't want to live no more. and all
Yeah.
that. I wasn't working out.
Yeah.
Now I do something 4 days a week minimum. Since I've been on Weight Watchers, I didn't hit the plateau 1 week because I was on antibiotics. I got a rash on my leg. So when I lifted, I felt a little weird, but I still did everything else.
It's hard to exercise with antibiotics.
I felt it lifting.
Yeah, you
I
feel
was
so
doing the
weak.
squats. I had to stop. I
so
had to
weak.
stop. So in fact, I went off the. I was like, I can't live.
There's
with
very
this.
few things that will kill your system like antibiotics.
No, I couldn't do it.
And that's a real wake-up call for people that don't understand the benefits of probiotics. Because probiotics, like taking acidophilus or eating kimchi or eating anything that's going to help your microbiome, it's so beneficial to your well-being, to the way you feel, the way your health is, your vitality. All that stuff is connected.
I like yogurt.
Yogurt's fucking great for
I
you.
love yogurt.
Greek
I
yogurt.
hate yogurt a lot. I don't like the Greek as much as the other one. I get the 1.1.
I'm a kimchi guy. I eat
don't
that
like
shit
kimchi.
almost every day.
I love that shit juice. But you gotta watch the sugar in that.
What juice is
Kombucha.
that? Oh, kombucha.
You gotta watch the juice and you gotta watch the sugar in that. I
That's
got a 2-point kombucha for 8 ounces. That's not bad.
No, it's not bad.
That's not bad at all. So you
It's
gotta
very
watch.
beneficial, though. Very beneficial. Kombucha is fucking amazing. It's really good at avoiding sicknesses. But with this exercise, the amount of exercise that I'm doing, I'll drink bottles of that shit. I don't worry about nothing. There's a lot of benefit in that to me. Just to be able to eat whatever the fuck I want. I mean, I've been eating every everything in front of me, man. This whole month. I mean, I've doubled how much food I eat. Just eating. It's fucking. It's crazy how much I'm eating.
I gotta watch everything, bro.
I get it. I get it.
I don't touch
This is
meat
not
after
what I'm doing. Is
6.
not
I do
sustainable.
salmon at night.
Salmon is good.
I do a lot of chicken breast. My meat intake is cut just to a third. I don't agree with you on the meat intake anymore, especially at night. I don't fuck with that shit at night no more. If I eat meat, it's maybe 3 times a week. Don't get me wrong, I still crave a fucking steak, but if I take my wife out on a date for the steak, the first thing I do is cut it in half, and I save it for the next day for breakfast or something.
Nothing wrong with
I
that.
try to eat meat early in my day.
Let it digest by the time I end the
Yeah,
day.
I don't like it at night. No much. It's funny that they were talking when your mother was visiting, and you and I were talking about Italians that they can't eat pasta after they're 50, that they lose their mind. You know, as you get older, you lose things. You just can't eat. And I think Sebastian told me that gravy bothers him, and my buddy in Jersey was hysterical. He's like, I can't even walk past a pizza place no more.
Well, it's also.
Don't what happened to
the
your
amount
feet?
of-
The feet gout. They get gout. It's
Yeah,
happening to
you
people.
get that.
You get gout from sauce, from the acidity of the sauce.
People get it from wine, you know. It used to be called like emperor's disease. Because people would just sit around and drink wine when they're rich. Like it's like it was a rich person's disease way back in the day.
Is wine bad? No, wine's good.
No, wine's not bad.
Wine's good for you.
Everything's bad in excess.
In excess.
You know, I mean, sugar's terrible in excess. You have, you know, like The Rock, who eats like a plate of cookies one day a week. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with a day where you fuck off, have a cheat meal. There's nothing wrong with that. As long as the majority of your diet is healthy. The majority of your diet should consist of leafy green vegetables, healthy fats, healthy meat, you know, grass-fed
I
beef
still
is
eat
my
egg whites.
favorite.
Fuck you, pussies.
Egg whites, you
I
eat
still-
yolks, they're good.
I eat yolks.
Yolks
like
are great.
Motherfucker.
One of our sponsors, what was it, the egg sponsor? They, I forget the sponsor, but they give you, they sell actual cage-free eggs. People say cage-free, but they're all fucking jammed in together. They might as well be in the cage. What is it? Spell it?
Vital Farms.
VITAL, right? Vital Farms, and the eggs they have are fucking dark orange yolk that are robust yolk. They taste better.
They taste better.
That's because those
You still got
chickens.
the
See that shit? That's what a fucking egg's
Eggs still
supposed
look.
to look
You
like.
still got the chickens?
Yeah.
Are they still giving you great eggs also?
Man, they haven't been giving me eggs lately. I've been getting like a couple eggs a day at the moment.
This is a company that sponsors you?
Yeah.
Okay,
My
cool.
my chickens are getting old, man. That's
So
the problem.
they'll
No.
send you eggs to your house.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. You. How?
I think
What
I've
do
seen
they
it in
have?
the store. I recognize that.
Yeah,
packaging.
I think they're just selling
Okay.
in the store. But you know, they have services that will deliver stuff from stores to your house now.
How crazy is that? Cubans eat eggs, fried eggs on white rice.
It's good.
Jesus Christ.
Eggs are fantastic.
And they break the yolk of the fried rice
I love
together
it.
with white rice.
I love it.
And then the other Cuban thing is white rice with a steak on top,
I love it.
with 2 eggs on top of that.
Bring it.
And you're supposed to bring
Yes.
it. What they call it, eggs on horseback. Huevo a caballo.
Oh,
Huevo a caballo. Eggs on horseback. That's
I like it.
disgusting, Joe.
what are you talking about? It sounds amazing.
Oh my God! When that yolk
Why?
breaks over the
Oh,
steak,
it
I
sounds so
can't have
good.
it. No.
What are you saying?
And especially over white rice.
I'm
Oh,
hungry right
Jesus
now.
Christ.
I eat steak and eggs all the time.
I love steak and eggs, but again, I gotta watch the fucking once a week,
Yeah.
once every 10 days. I
Well-
can't eat fucking pancakes.
No.
The hearty pancakes, I can have one from
Pancakes
Denny's.
is just a bunch of bread. It's just bread.
But they have the hearty oats ones with a little bit of 1 to 0 calorie maple syrup.
Well, you know what you can get? There's a company called No Foods, KNOW Foods, and they make waffles that are like, I don't know what they use, almond flour or something that they taste good, low carb, very low sugar. They fucking taste fantastic, and they have a 0 sugar syrup that tastes fucking great. I'll put melted butter on those motherfuckers and that 0 sugar syrup and eat the shit out of those
That
waffles.
fucking sugar.
They taste
that
good.
Fucking 0 sugar syrup is fucking
Good. It's
tremendous.
good, and you eat it, you don't feel bad. It tastes good.
It tastes really fucking
And
good.
when it's over, you don't feel like a fucking, like you got hit with an insulin dart. You don't feel like that feeling that you get when you eat like real waffles with real sugar.
See, I never got that. I never got that. enjoy that shit as a kid.
the end, you're like, oh. An hour later, you barely could walk. Not with these. You eat these fucking things, you feel fantastic. Joey Diaz, your Netflix special. It's out tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow.
Jesus Christ. I put up a thing that our boy Michael Klein made for One by One podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is, can't play a man's stand in front of him. It drives him fucking crazy.
I
What's
have
wrong
no
with you,
fucking
Jim?
problem with that myself.
But I like the clip. The clip looks good.
Yeah.
It's funny.
It's funny. I'm very thankful to Netflix for giving me the half hour. You know, I just feel at times like I didn't do really well on the show. Like I felt
You're
like
hard on yourself. You're an artist.
no, but you know I felt like, and not to be trying to be cute. It's funny like when you see Rhonda get kicked, and she was sitting there for the first 3 minutes. She was upset about the kick, but you're also upset about the training. You see all the holes in your training where you made mistakes, all the mistakes you made. Even 2 weeks ago when Connor went down for a couple of minutes, he was just sitting there. He's not thinking about the 30 million he made. There's no lead. You're thinking about the mistakes that got you there, you know? And it was weird that I didn't think I did that well in the Netflix special. I guess personally I wanted to do better, you know? But ever since that, ever since Utah, June 30th, I've been on a different level as a stand-up comic. I went back to the Mitzi Shore technique. I don't give a fuck. I'm 55. If you don't like me, I don't give a fuck.
Well,
If I offend you, I really don't give a fuck. This is who I am. And that's it. I've been having some tremendous sets in the original.
That's the benefit of doing these things.
Because I don't give a fuck. No.
The benefit of doing these specials is you grow. You abandon all the material, and then you're forced to regroup, and you're forced to look at the material, look at your set, see what you don't like. Some people never do that, Joey, and they never grow because of that.
It's just, but the growth I've had since June 4th, I feel like Dustin Poirier and Max Holloway together, like I see it. Like in the original one now, I'm back to rare form. Like I finally had to watch, I just got in my head. I had to watch a couple, I had some Red Fox specials. I watched a couple of the Bruce specials. I went back to my favorite. I got all the vinyl from Richard Pryor, and I went back and listened to it. I came to the conclusion that what was I giving a fuck about? I can't give a fuck about audiences. This is who the fuck I am. I'm gonna unleash the wrath of fucking God on you. And when we come out of here, we'll see what the fuck it is. You know, the worst thing I did was a week before Jim Norton said something that kind of bothered me once. And then I understood after he said it. He said he didn't watch people's specials. Me, I like watching the comedy specials. I love watching them. But a week before my special, I did the worst thing in the world. I watched John Mulaney's special. He was a great writer. He was a great writer. I'm not a great writer. Everything was me and my energy, so I wanted to be John Mulaney. And that's what I felt. Looking back now I got it all out of the way. I know exactly who the fuck I am. And you're in trouble. You're taking me into murky waters now. Every show. And I'm gonna say something to offend you, because that's who I am. I gotta talk this dirty shit. You know, I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks anymore. But every once in a while, if my wife calls it, Joey, you're having a white moment. You're not white, you're cute. Knock the fuck off. Like I get headshots. My wife's like, here he goes again. Get the white moment.
I don't even have. Do you have headshots?
No.
I don't have headshots. I haven't had headshots in decades.
No, you don't need them no more. What do we give a fuck about headshots? You know who the fuck we are.
Use a picture of me offline.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Well, you look so, you're older now. I don't give a fuck. Just use it. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you, brother.
And it's always a pleasure. Will I see you this week?
Yeah, I'll be around this week. Well, actually, no, because I've got some shit to do before I leave for New York. I'm not gonna be around, but I'll be around after that.
Okay.
November 1st.
I love you.
Tear. I love you too, man.
Thank you very much for
My
having
pleasure,
me.
brother. Always great to see you.
Always.
So tonight,
You know when
it
Jay
is
headed
at
back,
midnight.
when they gonna get done?
LA time. Yours is the 30th.
I can go back and get it. I just had to use the bathroom.
Check it out.
I got the money that Grady gave me. I just gotta use the bathroom.
Shout out to Netflix. Thanks for
Thank you very much, man.
Love you.
Thank you, Joey. Love you.
country. Okay? He is a man with a leg kick so hard he could snap Lizzo's thigh. Wow. You've seen him on NBC. You've seen him on UFC. You've seen him on TRT. He is the man, okay? Stone Cold stuck in Austin himself. It is Joe Rogan, everybody. It's officially in the motherfucking building. Let's go. My brother.
You guys have overcomplicated the podcast. You had a good thing going on. What's up? You guys had a fucking normal, simple thing. You're like, no, we need wireless mics. We need introductions. We need 10 minutes of silence before we go so we can get dead air time.
I walked out of the bathroom and Joe's just going, there's really no need for all this. Podcasting is better.
It's better. You've overcomplicated things.
You have. Yeah, we have.
Well, everybody wanted to be on the Tonight Show, so you made your own Tonight Show. Look at this.
For you.
You got fucking stage lighting and shit.
But you kind of did this. That's the thing.
But I didn't do
He's
this.
just doing that so you don't think it's a bad idea anymore.
Exactly. This is your point.
He doesn't mean that. He's just
Yeah, he did nothing. He did absolutely nothing. No responsibility whatsoever. Joe, we have a little bit of a debate that needs to be settled.
Oh.
Because the last time we all hung out, Mark was with us after the fight. You remember we went to the fight?
In Phoenix.
In Phoenix. And we sat down at a great steak restaurant.
They give me shit for this, first off.
And you
fish or something?
No.
we thought it could be worse. Okay, we're sitting down. You get the tomahawk.
Yes.
Okay? Everybody else looks at the menu and they look at the most expensive thing and they go, I'll just do one below that out of respect for Joe, who's going to pay for his dinner, as you always do.
Oh, I see.
What are you doing?
Joe goes, it's sitting like this. It goes Joe and then Mark. And then Joe goes, oh, the tomahawk. And then Mark doesn't even wait for the waiter to come over. He goes, double it up. Double it up.
It's a good move.
Okay.
I don't see where there's a problem.
Thank you.
It's a expensive steak.
Oh, you don't think Joe can do that? You don't think Joe's got it?
We're having fun. You can't think like that. You can't think like that. You cannot think like that.
Did you hang out be too long?
Yeah, okay, that's a...
Yeah,
You sound super nasally right there. Sound like you're chewing it up for Joe.
You should never think like that.
Okay.
It's just a restaurant. It's not. You're not buying Ferraris.
Yeah.
Are we buying steaks for people? You going buying steaks for people? Who gives a fuck? You're supposed to drink, have fun, order wine.
Have a good time.
Yeah.
Now, Mark was a little disappointed that you didn't finish your steak. Bro.
Okay, all right. I didn't say it like that. I didn't say it like that.
You did say it like that. You did. You were like, I finished it. And I thought about finishing his.
I didn't know it was a contest. I thought we were just having fun. I left a couple of pieces of meat.
You did bring it up. You were like, man, I could do 2 of these easy. And I was like, all right, well, if you're going for it, I'm going to go for it. And then...
I did not say I could do 2 of these. Bro, no, you fucking people are the weirdest things you focus on. You guys, this crew of people, you're focusing on how much a steak cost, and then how much did you eat? You didn't give it a month to talk about it. Oh, when he gets on, the first thing he's gonna talk about is how much he ate a month ago. What is wrong with you guys? You changed this into like a regular studio. You've abandoned all the rules of podcasting.
Sharp as a broken dog.
There's no rules. You abandoned your studio? There's no rule. Yeah, it's a great studio. We ordered all kinds of food that didn't get eaten. There was desserts and all kinds of shit just thrown around that table, lobsters and...
Nah, I'd be pissed if I paid for somebody's food and they didn't eat it.
Well, you gotta let that go, bitch. There's things to be pissed at in the world, you know? Nuclear war, famine, disease.
They can eat them fucking lobsters y'all left hanging out like assholes.
But they can't, because you kill it, you have to eat it, you know, within a certain amount of time, or it's not good anymore. Let it go.
We appreciate you so much for coming.
Yeah.
Now, you're in town for a day.
Yeah, I'm just in town for you, man. I'm supposed to be going to Atlantic City. I'm going to Atlantic. I brought cigars for everybody. I'm going to Atlantic City tomorrow. I'm doing Atlantic City with Hinchcliffe and Hans Kim and Joey Diaz. We're doing this new arena that they got down there.
Yeah.
So that's Friday and Saturday. So yeah, Thursday just for you, man.
Thank you, man. And did you have to move the Lex combo? Was he cool with that?
Yes, yeah, he's fine.
He's a legend. Thank you very much, Lex, for doing that. I forgive you for being absolutely shit-faced at my wedding.
As a plus one. He was shit-faced at your wedding, but he was way more shit-faced in the 12 hours I hung out with him after that.
You sent me a video of him just knocked out, dude, like a homeless guy.
He was annihilated.
It was brutal. And then some weird gig that you guys ran.
Yeah.
It was like Whitney's corporate gig.
Yeah.
I can't believe you either. I'm good, thank you. You get to see things the host, you know what I mean? Thank you. Okay, we got Cutter.
I'm good, he says. I'm gonna be straight edge and just be upset about food. I just want to sit around here and complain about shit that means nothing.
He's not even letting you stay. You just...
What means anything, Joe? You're not allowed to eat steak. Come on. Oh, that's right.
Indian.
You're Indian. Yeah. That's a track, dude. That's just being Indian. That is a bullshit ass rule.
I ate steak before. I've eaten it.
Oh.
I don't miss it.
How do you not miss it?
I don't know. I don't miss it. I stopped eating it when I was like 12, and then I just never found myself. I would have like hamburgers and stuff on accident, and then my brother told me veal was deer, like an asshole. And I ate it, and I was like, this is not good. What is this? Man, fatty. I'm not into it.
Wow.
Is there any animal you won't kill?
Yeah, I would want to eat a dog.
Why not?
Because they're cute. I like them. They're fun.
Giannis Papas had this like crazy explanation why we have this connection to dogs. They helped us develop our frontal cortex or something because they protected us in the night so we didn't have to stay up. So predators didn't devour us.
There's an argument for that. I mean, we definitely turned them into dogs. It was basically the bitch-ass wolves. The bitch-ass wolves that didn't want to hunt and, you know, kind of like cowered and, you know, submitted themselves to us, and we'd throw them food, and then they would bark when other things come near. That's what happened. That was the process. A Chihuahua is a fucking wolf, which is wild.
Yeah.
It's like they started out as a wolf, but through selective breeding, they figured out a way to turn them into Chihuahuas.
And why can they breed like with close family members?
Well, they breed with dogs. You know, I mean,
No, but you can breed the same family.
Yeah, well, the same way people can. You can fuck your sister and make a kid.
But then it becomes retarded, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't, you know,
It becomes a chihuahua.
it's not definitely, it doesn't definitely become retarded. It becomes retarded when there's a lot of inbreeding, right? But people have been inbreeding forever. I mean, look at the English family, the English royal families.
Yeah.
When you ever see those paintings of those old dudes, like from back in the day on the walls,
No, what?
you know, oh my God, they're like horrendous. They all have like distorted faces and shit because of inbreeding. Because they would only have sex with other royals.
They don't like hip problems and shit, and like their bodies were fucked up.
But it didn't affect their intellect in any way?
Oh, it definitely did. Yeah, I'm sure.
Well, how could they run countries?
Because they were monarchy. They were in charge already, just like Joe Biden. When you think about it, how can intellect, how can it run a country? It can't fucking count, right? There's no idea what's going on. Lisa's banging out numbers.
Dude, it's the
That's
best.
not-
Oh, I get excited.
No, but that's a perfect example of like, if you just get into a position where you're already in power, people will protect you. They want to keep their jobs. They want to keep that form of power.
Because their safety is dependent on your power. So they just keep you there kind of as a puppet.
Yeah, and then they manipulate you.
That was my theory about George Bush Jr.
Yeah.
They had him there, and they're like, he'll let us run the country the way we want.
Well, look who he had for his fucking vice president. The CEO of Halliburton.
Yeah.
And they did the most transparent shit of all time. They gave Halliburton billions and billions of dollars in no-bid contracts. No bid. So no one's competing. No one's going, I can do it for less.
Right.
And they did it for shit that they blew up. So they would blow things up, and then they would hire Halliburton to rebuild it. And he had stock in Halliburton. So he was profiting off of the United States rebuilding shit that they blew up because of his decisions.
Have you met with people that are in these positions of power now?
No.
Never?
I've avoided it.
But they've tried to meet up.
I've had some opportunities to meet some people that I don't want to meet. Yeah.
And
No thanks.
how do you say no thanks to the people that do whatever they want?
You just don't respond. You ghost them.
You ghost them. The CIA is hitting you up and you leave them on red.
to get on there and have a chance to shape the narrative. You know, I'm a friendly guy. I'm a nice guy. I'm not trying to play gotcha with anybody.
Yeah.
When people come on, if they say they don't want to talk about something, I say, no problem. No problem. You're just interested in having a conversation. And so I think they would look at it as like a unique way to manipulate public information or public concepts on things.
So if they're doing that with you, they're definitely doing it on Facebook. They're doing it through news directly.
There's no question about it. They're doing it with everything.
Everybody's talking about it.
Well, there's the problem is the people that are actually doing it are also aware of it and upset by it because it also affects them. So you got people like Edward Snowden who get to a certain point in time and he goes like, what the fuck are we doing? And then he goes public with this.
Right.
And now he has to ironically live in Russia.
Yeah.
Hide from the United States. But that was he's that kind of guy because he's an internet guy.
When did you know you were big enough that people could use your platform to manipulate the masses? Was there a moment where you're like, somebody hit me up and you're like, oh fuck, I'm big enough that I need to start being watched or wary?
I just take there's like a slow burn. You know, over time I figured it out.
Yeah.
It wasn't like right in the beginning, the early days. I have anybody on. Holocaust isn't real. Come on. Tell me more. After a while, people started getting mad. I was like, okay, I don't agree with it. Jesus Christ, I have to have people on that I only agree with. This is gonna get boring. Yeah.
Is that a thing you seek out? Like, I want people I know I'm going to disagree with, at least early on? You'd be like, well, that's the only way it's fun.
No, the only criteria is, am I interested in talking to them? So I get like hundreds of requests, right? They all come into the email. And I look through them and go, where'd this guy go? He walked across Antarctica. Yeah. I like that. I saw those. I've had a couple of those. I got another guy coming on soon that's done some wild shit like that. Like those, like it's just gotta be interesting to me.
Yeah.
Like I had Kristen Beck on this week.
Okay.
She was a male Navy SEAL and then became transgender and then they had
Is this the one that
documentary,
Shapiro and
Lady Valor. No, the one where he was threatening.
Yeah,
she was threatening.
grabbed Shapiro's neck.
No.
Shapiro goes, that's not very ladylike. That was a pretty good line.
No, he's hilarious. Ben Shapiro's a funny dude. This is Kristen Beck up there. So was a Navy SEAL and then decided to transition and become a woman.
Okay.
But just super honest and open and you know it's so odd because used to be this badass dude with a beard and now she's got fake boobs and but looks like a man.
Yeah.
Like dresses like a man. Like,
Yeah.
like I don't think is like really trying hard
Right.
to look like a woman, just looking like herself.
Does she talk about that?
Yeah, she doesn't try to hide her voice or anything. She's not like what's that the chick from Theranos? She's my favorite. Yeah, that's
Maybe you spoke to her already.
yeah, I had her on the podcast this week. She grew up in a small town in Texas and always felt wrong. Always felt like she was in the wrong box.
Yeah, yeah.
Always felt fucked up.
Yeah.
There was no manipulation. No one was grooming her. It was 100% just how she felt.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because you gotta realize, man,
Yes.
everybody is different.
Yep.
You know, there's a spectrum. This motherfucker doesn't even eat meat.
I'm basically trans.
Yeah, basically.
There's Kristen Beck eats meat.
Yeah. Lots of it.
So we had Derek Poston's favorite porn star, Daisy Taylor, right? And that was the first time I had like extended conversation with a trans woman. And by the end of the podcast, not even by the end, but I was like, no, this girl is a girl.
Yeah.
We had her boyfriend on who said that he had done gay shit before. And he's like, but when I'm with her, it doesn't feel gay. Now, if you've done the gay shit,
You know.
Yeah.
No one knows better.
how am I supposed to disagree?
No one knows better. No one knows better. I'm down for people to do whatever the fuck they want. That's why you need to have some of this.
What is that?
Oh, okay. When Schulte smokes, have you ever been around Andrew when he smokes?
Yeah. Don't fuck this up. Take a hit.
Okay.
Take a hit.
Yeah, it's about to go downhill, but it's fine.
That's a real blunt. That's
Yeah.
real shit. That stuff is nuclear.
You're gonna have to take the reins after he does one of these. Last time we smoked, we were in Vancouver, and then you just
went out.
took the
Where's
lamp.
the ice? Let's
Yeah,
go, boys. Let's go. Come on.
Remember you just took the lamp in the green?
I think there's only 3
you?
Strong ass hands.
Oh, thank you.
We're now doing the first podcast on the new studio. So
Thank you.
That's fine.
when's Alex Jones coming on?
So when he doesn't go to jail.
I don't think that's an option. I think the jail's a possibility. I think it's just money. Yes, it's mostly money.
Wait, really?
Get it?
Oh, here we go.
It's done after this. I just want to let you know.
Okay, okay.
Oh, no, you can do one more.
I just want to let you know that's fine.
You're already hot. Look at his eyes.
It will hit, and you'll just know, and it is what it is.
Yeah, we're gonna go. I like what you're peer pressure. This is awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
I've never smoked weed in my life. How will this treat
Do
me?
it. Oh, you're gonna be perfect.
Yes,
It's
you are.
amazing for you. You don't have to drive, right?
No.
Well,
Alright.
you can go.
I feel like I'm being pressured with it.
It's fine.
Do it. I'm not really pressuring you.
If I smoke weed, it would be with you.
I'm 100% pressuring you.
Okay.
Yeah, I take full responsibility.
How deep do I? Alright.
Take a big hit.
Oh, he's gonna cop one. Get him one. Get him one.
I got asthma.
Take a real hit.
You're gonna see Krishna soon.
You probably have asthma because you don't eat meat. That's not a hit.
That wasn't a hit.
No.
Yeah, that was a hit. That was some real pussy ass shit. I'm
Oh,
doing.
he's eating beef tonight.
What? He's gonna kick it.
There, that was a hit.
Maybe.
We'll see in about 20 minutes.
Oh, that's a good one. That's it.
Oh, whatever, bro. Who cares? You know what I mean?
People that care about what people eat don't care. How people smoke. The rules are different here in New York.
Okay, Joe. Before I get too high, we have a weightlifting question for you.
Okay.
Al is incredibly diesel with his arms. Actually has to not lift weights or else he'll don't get bigger. He has to actually not lift weights. But his legs
Not growing. Yeah, what
will
do
not
you
grow at all.
What do you do to try to make them grow?
Squats, deadlifts.
Really? They don't grow at all?
I swear to God.
Consistently works out. And the arms doesn't touch.
Yeah.
Well, look at John Jones. John Jones is a great example. John Jones is one.
Al's not like that at all with his Al is like an amazing guy, his girl, and everything.
I'm mad about his athleticism. John has tiny calves.
Yes.
They're tiny. They're like almost non-existent. It's the craziest thing. And he works out fucking hard. Nobody works out harder than John Jones. Just powerlifting, deadlifting, squats.
Yes.
Calves are still tiny. Tiny. Like tiny calves. Like it makes no sense. Look how little his calves are.
Yeah.
Like you can see there, they're so small. And he's got like literally the perfect frame for fighting. Because he only has muscle where he needs it. He's got shoulders, he's got arms, he's got thighs. He doesn't need his calves. He's so long. It's like he's designed in a lab. Like if you wanted to design a perfect like physique for fighting, I think it's John Jones. And he's a master at distance. He's the best at using this gift that he has, which is being very tall for the weight class, is incredible like for keeping a guy away from
You
you.
think if he fought Ngannou, he'd win?
You never know. You know, I mean, John Jones is a tough guy to bet against, but he's never really fought a heavyweight. He's trained with heavyweights for sure. You know,
Now the
you get a
distance
guy
is
like
mitigated too.
Ngannou has the nuclear option on any person that lives. Any person that lives, if Ngannou, if he catches you with one of those ones that he hit Rosenstrike with, or that he knocked out Stipe with, or the Alistair Overeem left hook,
Yeah.
that Alistair Overeem one was one of the most disturbing punches I've ever seen a guy get hit with, because he was off before like he went to the ground. He got shut off immediately, and his head went almost all the way back. Like
Slam, they came back. And then he hit him with a hammer
yeah,
fist.
but I
when
mean, his
he was
head went back while he was standing up.
Yeah.
Like, pull that video up. Watch this. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Fuck me.
Bro.
Yeah.
And that guy he did that to, that's Alistair Overeem.
Yeah.
Like, that's a big guy. Like, Alistair Overeem is the former K1 Grand Prix champion. Alistair Overeem was the Strikeforce heavyweight champion. Alistair Overeem is a fucking savage. He's really good. So for Francis to do that to Alistair Overeem, I mean, Alistair Overeem is one of the most dedicated strikers. You want to see how good Alistair Overeem is? Pull up Alistair Overeem versus Brock Lesnar.
San
Bro,
Marcos.
this was back when they they were doing a smell test back then for steroids. That's all they did. Yeah, you're good. Everybody passed. It's so ridiculous. When you look at Brock Lesnar and he's standing right next to you, like, look at the two of them. How the fuck did he pass anything? They used to call him Ubereem back then. Because, like, he
Yeah. He was like a comic book superhero. Yeah. His physique was perfect, and his kickboxing skills world class, dude. I mean, K1 Grand Prix champion. When they didn't test, or when they tested very lightly, Alistair was running the show. Yeah. I would have loved to see what happened if they just like was testing. We had to do our best.
Wait, do any of the
Everybody wants to do their best.
do any of the other organizations not test? The bare knuckle
Yes.
shit, they're not testing, right?
I don't know how they test. They test depending upon the commission. Like some commissions are very strict. Like you can't pull any funny business in Nevada. Nevada's got it down pat. They're the best athletic commission. They do the most big time fights. They have everything smooth and polished.
Yeah.
But some commissions are wild.
Yeah.
Like Michael Bisping got passed multiple times with one eye.
Yeah.
Like how could they be doing a good job? How is that possible? Who the fuck let him do that? I mean, all respect and props to Michael Bisping because when people talk about toughness, toughness, like to what extent? What about a guy who loses an eye and then doesn't tell anybody because he wants to keep fighting and wins 10 fights plus the world title with one fucking eye?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I don't want to tell a guy he can't do that.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't want you to do that, but I don't want to tell a guy he can't do that.
Hey, why is it that when guys get knocked out, they get chinny?
Well, Chuck Liddell told me that it's because your brain is trying to protect you because it knows you're too tough and you're going to take more shots. And it knows those shots are damaging you. So instead of letting you just be tough and take it, your brain, after you've been shut off a few times, just lets you go out quicker.
And do they know the amount of time?
No one knows because it varies. Some people, you could also catch someone at a point in their career where they've been concussed, and then maybe they've been concussed at the gym, and then they get knocked out 1 or 2 times that year, and it's a real problem. But then they take time off, and they come back and they're good. So it's like, is it that they're getting damaged a lot in training too? Maybe they've lost a step. Are they coming into a fight damaged?
Yeah.
Because sometimes guys come into fights, like Shaw talked about that back when he was training with all those guys in Colorado. Like they would have some crazy ass wars, and guys would get banged up really bad in the gym, and then they would fight, and they would already be kind of.
That's the football thing.
Yeah.
It's like those guys are getting concussed in practice, and they're putting them back out there.
Shaw used to spar with Shane Carwin.
Yeah.
Shane Carwin's fists are 2 of my fists.
Yeah.
I'm not exaggerating. He was a preposterous man, and Shaw used to spar that dude. And Shane Carwin was probably the single biggest one-punch, other than Ngannou, striker ever in the UFC. Shane Carwin knocked a lot. Look at that, Shane Carwin.
That's a big
dude.
boy.
He was a house. He was the interim champion, and he almost got Brock Lesnar. He had him fucked up in the first round, and he was on top of him and beating the shit out of him, but he gassed out.
All right, guys, we're going to take a break for a second because we got to be less high. Okay? And the way that you get less high but still get high at the same time is with Diet Smoke. Okay? We should have taken some Diet Smoke today, matter of fact, because it can, just give you that nice, beautiful buzz instead of what, I don't know what part of the episode this is on, but as it gets later, I'm way too high for the Diet Smoke. That's for sure. I wish I Diet Smoked it up, and then I would be perfect. They got Delta 8 THC, okay? Delta 8 THC is hemp-derived, federally legal, and packs the perfect buzz within each gummy. You're gonna love the taste, you're gonna love the high, and you don't even have to go looking up a bunch of fake ailments. In order to get a medical card. Sorry, dude. Anyway, look, Diet Smoke, they got our back. So right now, you can order Diet Smoke. You can go to dietsmoke.com and use the code FLAGRANT. You get 20% off your entire order. Because Diet Smoke loves us and our listeners so much, they stepped it up. If you're not sure about Delta 8, Diet Smoke will send you a 2-pack of gummies for free. All you gotta do is pay for shipping. Think about that. You getting weed gummies that don't make you crazy high, but do get you high, sent to your house for free. All you gotta do is pay the shipping. Diet Smoke's Delta 8 THC gummies are not for use or sale to people under the age of 21. Please use responsibly. All right, guys, let's get back to the show. Do you think that the UFC will start to get I'm good.
Bro, you look like canned ham.
I'm good. No, I'm out here. He said let's get paranoid.
Let's do it.
That was the message.
Yeah.
Let's get paranoid.
You text me like, I'm bringing weed and cigars, let's get paranoid. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck paranoid means, bro. I'm
Joe's
just
gonna call the cops on himself right
hey,
now.
bro, I'm looking up conspiracy shit. you like
fun
conspiracies now, right?
There's some conspiracies, I'm sure.
Okay.
Conspiracies, a lot of them are just made up shit, so I'm sure I'm in a few.
Yeah.
Have you heard any about yourself?
No, I try not to listen to anything about me. It's just too dangerous. I don't want to get my feelings hurt.
Do you still get hurt by it?
No, I mean, you would, I guess. You're a human.
Yeah.
People say mean shit and you read it and you're like, oh, wow, is that really me?
Yeah.
You know, just like, it's this, Louis C.K. said something interesting. He goes, it's just talk, right? Like, people always just talk, but it's written down. So it seems like it's something more, because people can read it, like, oh. He goes, but people have always been doing that. It's just talk. But it's now, everybody can read what people decide to talk about.
You're saying that because it's recorded.
Well, because it's recorded and because of how you're doing it.
Yeah.
You know?
Like you just heard, if it's just mad voices out there talking, it's whatever, it's lost in the noise. But if it's written and you read it, then it feels more official, it feels more weighty. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I think there's something about it being written down, so
It
this
just
is
feels more
permanent
real.
thing.
Yeah.
You know?
There's Amber Heard started OnlyFans. Did you see that?
Did you really?
No.
He's just, I don't believe it. He's starting a conspiracy right now.
What do you think about the verdict?
Well, I think it was probably good for all people who believe in the truth. And the problem is there's like this boys versus girls narrative that I think we all get into on these things. You know, and there's a lot of guys who wanted a guy to win one of these things.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But it's just not good to not be honest. And if you are doing that and you're doing it to try to hurt someone,
Yeah.
like if you're purposely changing reality, you're lying about what happened just to try to hurt somebody,
Right.
you're doing a fucked up thing because you're pretending you're a victim. And so it's not as simple as you're just lying. You're turning someone into a criminal. You're pretending you're a victim, and if it's all not true, it's a really bad thing.
Yeah.
It's really bad. It's just bad for all of us.
Yeah.
So whether it's bad for like someone said that the verdict is bad for women.
From the south side of Jerusalem.
That's crazy. It's just not good to do shit like that.
Do you think it's all
Some guy beat you up. I don't know. You watch the trial and you form your own opinions. Unless you're there, unless there's direct evidence. And other than the evidence of like the conversations they had that they were both recording, which is wild.
Like shit gotta get fucked up before you press record with
That
your
is so wild. Now, did they secretly
Yeah, why would
record
you
each other?
listen to what your wife says twice? Think about it.
Did they secretly record each other?
No, I think they both knew.
So they both knew.
Yeah.
So they decided to have like a performance conversation. Because if you're recording it knowing someone else is gonna listen.
Yeah.
So that's not a real conversation. Like you're putting on a show.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like
Yes.
Keeping Up with the Kardashians knows the camera's there.
Yeah.
They know the cameras are there.
Yeah.
They're putting on a show.
You need Chris Jenner.
Yes. Why do you need that?
I would
What
love
is
that.
so fascinating?
There's a boundary demon with it.
Oh my god.
What? It just calls people demons, right? Yeah, bro. What? You're like downgrading her from devil?
But isn't she just crafty?
Yes.
I think that's crafty. Well, she's like made the most with whatever resources she has.
Every move
to her
That's the crazy thing is
I'm trying to look at things with rose-colored glasses. There's so much defensiveness in this world right now, and there's so much like what we think of as things that are completely out of hands. Like when you think of things like the war, that's completely out of our hands. We're all just sitting here in this state of anxiety. What are we gonna do?
Yes, God. Hallelujah,
If
Jesus.
some wild shit happens, if China invades Taiwan, what are we gonna do? So we're in this
Cooper close.
Well, the death they did with Cuban Missile
Exactly.
Crisis.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was a little bit before my time. But not by much. But they were worried all the time, man. They had stop, drop, and roll, or what did you stop? Drop and cover or something like that. Yeah, they had like that stupid saying.
Hide under desk.
Yeah. It wasn't stop, drop, and roll. That's if you're on
That's fire, yeah.
Yeah.
That's like stop, drop, cover or something.
Something like that. But when we were in high school, man, it was a legit fear. Like when that Red Dawn movie came out.
Yeah.
Like there was a legit fear that we were gonna go to a nuclear war with Russia and we were all gonna wiped out. And everybody had this kind of anxiety about it. It like stuck with you. And then when the Soviet Union fell, that all went away. And for a brief moment of time, it felt relaxed. It really did.
Yeah.
It felt like we don't have to worry about nuclear war. We just have to worry about fucked up wars. We just have to worry about these hot wars. We're shooting tanks at each other in the desert.
Yeah. Yeah.
As long as we don't have to worry. You know, so we like accepted a certain level of war, and now the nuclear war part is back on the table. And I think that's one of the things that it flavors all of our conversations, whether we realize it or not, is we're all under this like steady state of anxiety.
Yeah.
And then climate change. And it's not saying don't do things about climate change. We should. But
Yeah.
all this, how dare you, all that.
Why is that advantageous? To keep us in a steady state of anxiety.
It's not that it's advantageous. It's human nature to like seek that. It's human nature to try to find the danger. The problem is you're not supposed to know about danger with 7 billion people.
Yeah.
It's too many fucking people.
Yeah.
You're supposed to know about danger in your community.
Yeah.
Like you're supposed to have a small tribe of 150 or so people, and you know about everything you can't eat, and you know about all the people that are dangerous.
It's
You
like
know-
70 people. Like Dunbar number.
I think it's 150.
150.
But it's actually tiered. I didn't know it was tiered. It's the Dunbar's number is you get a certain amount of like intimate close friends that you know well, and then from there on, it's like you get 50 people who you know their name, you don't know too much about them, and then there's like another 100 people.
1,500 people you can recognize, 500 acquaintances, 150 meaningful contacts, 50 friends, 15 good friends.
Yeah, interesting.
I would
Someone's
cut
got
all of that fire.
someone's got to get cut.
Loved ones.
What if you know a lot of cool people? We know a lot of cool people.
Yeah.
Someone's got to get cut. I'm gonna get cut from my top 15. It's like we're in my space on top of 9. Everybody's like, bro, why am I not in your top 9? Remember that my friends want to be in your top 9? Like, okay, all right, man, this is so silly.
It's your MySpace list, because
That's your Dunbar number, bro. That's the thing. That's like, I think we really are only designed to interact with a certain amount of people. I think that's why interaction on social media is so like hostile. It's not normal. You're not supposed to be interacting with that many people. It's like you got data coming out like it's like
Yeah.
too much.
And I can't care about you. I just have too many people.
It's too much.
At that 1,500.
Yeah.
So I don't give a fuck.
But do our brains adapt though over time, you think?
I think they do. I think our brains are going to evolve, and they're going to eventually, whether it's through electronic intervention, which is the most likely scenario, that they put something in our brains, and it allows us to interface with each other in a different way. And Elon, the way Elon described it, he said you're going to be able to talk without words.
That's Neuralink.
Yeah, this is his version of it, but I'm sure there's multiple versions.
Do you think we see that in our lifetime?
Yes. Yes. I think we see that way quicker than we think. I think how cell phones took over, when cell phones went from being like, whoever said we got Michael Douglas on the beach with that fucking greed is good, bitch. How many assholes is that movie? You got what you make somebody righteous asshole.
You go to jail and no one talks about that.
Yeah, no one talks about that part. And before that, it was, but we're not falling on the beach, bitch. Making phone calls, no cord, out here in the sand. Doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Drinking margaritas story of all time.
With the beds?
Yeah, they found out she was a princess because they put a P like 13 mattresses under. She couldn't sleep. She was in agony. Imagine, like she's a princess because her body is so weak. You put a P under her.
It's all like
she can't sleep.
It was the embryo stage. Her body was
Imagine that that's a good. But imagine that that's supposed to be a good trait.
Yeah.
But that's how you can tell she's a princess. She can't even sleep with a P under there.
Yeah.
She's so delicate that a P fucked her up.
Yep.
And that's supposed to be amazing. Like, what are you talking about?
That's like the more fat and pale you were back in the day, like the more high society you were.
Food. Yeah. If you could afford gluttony in the face of abject poverty all around you, people are literally starving to death, and you're a slob.
And you're sleeping in food.
You're just slobbing into the you just filled gut with wine and beer.
That was the first morning gecko. That was it. That was the guy that was super fat in the 1700s. Greed is good.
Everybody's like, we can just get a few crumbs.
No.
Just get a few crumbs.
Exactly.
Why we do this, bro? Wait, lightly, we gotta let it go. Let it go. Just accept it. Accept it. This is what's happened. He's gotten high in front of the whole world.
It's Tai Chi, bro. He's moving.
Yeah, you gotta move. Yeah, he knows what the fuck he's up.
I've never seen you. How are you not high? I don't know.
Because he faked it.
I didn't fake it.
You did inhale it, right?
You accepted it.
You might have faked it.
It was an acceptable puff to
I
do.
have to take it on the honor system. Depends on how much went in. Some came out.
So I don't know what I'm
Something,
doing.
was in there. I think it was one of these.
Did you guys get fucked up at all?
A little bit.
No.
A little bit.
I feel a tad slow, but not like this guy.
I'm not slow. I'm chilling.
It's
bro.
not that it's slow. People look at it the wrong way.
What is it?
It just removes a layer of protection. I feel between you and the known universe.
Yeah.
I don't feel like that.
I feel more like I was like the layer deck.
You'll get it back.
I enjoyed that protection that I had.
You'll get it back. You're gonna get the layer.
How fire is
Just
that
gonna
couch?
wait.
That couch, right though?
Very nice.
Yeah, it's a nice couch. Looks good.
It does make you more comfortable than like an office chair.
Right
It
though?
does make me rethink my situation.
See what I'm saying? Wireless mics get to move around, you act out.
It's definitely better for talking shit.
I love that.
It's definitely better for talking shit.
That's it. We just here to talk shit.
But I'm wondering
drink
if a
whiskey.
couch would be the way you'd want to interview a scientist.
No, but a guy who just got tits. A guy who, who's now a woman, a female woman with huge tits.
Yes.
That's how I would like to interview them.
Well, I bet you'd probably do your show.
Say again?
I bet you'd probably do your show.
Can you get me the North Korean?
Oh my
Well,
gosh.
she has a name.
Oh my gosh.
You gonna make me pronounce the name, bro?
Yeah.
Come on.
I think she's the North Korean. I think there's another North Korean.
Yeah, I'm talking about Kim.
Oh, you're talking about Kim?
Yeah, my boy Kim. No, do you think that she would ever come on?
You can reach out.
Yeonmi
Park.
Yeonmi Park.
Her
Stunning.
story is crazy.
Yeah.
What else
Her
is
story
crazy
is so
about
crazy.
She got some crazy
What
things.
don't you do?
Joe, come on. Stop acting like you got a fanny pack on.
We
We just talked about that. Hey, bro, that's the hard
Dude, we sent each other memes. They sent me pictures of a dude squatting, and I know exactly what he's talking about. The heavies.
The soup heavies, bro. No, she got some, bro. That's how they make them out there at MK.
The majority of our interaction on text messages for a solid 4 or 5 days. Andrew just texted me the heavies.
Yeonmi Park out to dinner. Me too.
Oh my god.
What? Al? Listen, your boy getting a little saucy. And it is what it is. You know?
Asher cigar, dog.
What? Foreskin, dog. Let me get my foreskin.
It's a good cigar.
What you think about circumcising women?
I might have made a mistake, ladies and gentlemen. say that.
You can't.
You figured out how to own. Turn your phone sideways.
I've stolen.
We did it. We did it. We
But
did
that's a
it.
weird one. That's a weird
I
one.
can't steal that one.
It's like, wow, how did he, like, okay, and then you figured out how to do that and make these cinematic, comedic pieces while the world was falling apart. And no one was doing anything.
Yeah.
You put your shit all out on YouTube, blows up, and then you put together this place. This is cool as fuck.
We did. All these guys.
Yeah, I know there's other people involved. I'm just trying to tell you.
Well, thank you, man.
What you're doing is awesome. What you're doing gives me hope because you're doing exactly what the cameras are off. What you do when the cameras are on. The way we talk shit when the cameras are off is the way we talk shit when the cameras are on. You're a real dude, and it's so important for people like that. And Akash, I really wish we'd go back to eating meat. Thank you. You're awesome too, both you guys. And the fact that you've carved your own show. You got your own vibe to your show. You know, it's like your show is a fun, silly hang. You know, but you can talk about serious shit too. Like you can flow back and forth between serious shit and pretty preposterous conversations.
The only way is fun.
It's so fun. We're so lucky that we get to do this.
Don't you wish some of them scientists you were talking to had a fucking joke in their body?
Sometimes, but sometimes I want to talk to them too. You know, I mean, even if they're dry, like I want to extract. Like, what you need a person who thinks like that.
Yeah.
That's what's fascinating to me. Because I'm so dumb.
Yo, this is the biggest cap in the world.
I know.
You telling people you're dumb is bullshit.
No. I'm dumb compared to these people. But no. Listen.
They're better at
Do you know how to play pool?
Yes.
Okay, me too.
I'm one of the
but
best
I suck.
pool players ever.
Let me tell you something. I know how to play pool, but I suck. I don't suck compared to you. I'll fuck you up. But I suck compared to regular people.
Right.
Or rather, compared to professionals.
Yes.
There's levels.
Yeah.
And I am fucking dumb. When I talk to Elon Musk, I'm very aware how dumb I am.
Really?
Yes. When I talk to Lex Friedman, when I talk to
But if you talk to Elon about emotions and human interactions, probably you're much smarter than him.
He's not dumb in that regard. He's a different kind of human, man. Like, that's an unusual combination of characteristics. He likes to make jokes. He takes a picture of Bill Gates and then puts it next to a pregnant man emoji and says, here's a quick way to lose your boner. You know? Mark, you're gonna lose your boner really quick. That's what he said. He's the richest man in the world, and he's dunking on other billionaires.
I love that. No,
You gotta celebrate that.
I love Elon.
And he loves that nature of the internet. And the thing that bothers him is this idea that like one gatekeeper can dictate whether or not something gets released into the whole world. If you're using something like Twitter, like you can have an amazing story and they can block it if ideologically they disagree with it. Like that's what happened with that Hunter Biden laptop.
Yeah.
What happened with that?
Well, they decided to say that it was Russian disinformation and that you couldn't share the links on Twitter or Facebook.
Twitter said that.
Yeah, Twitter would not let you share the links. And the link is from a story in the New York Post, which is really kind of crazy because that's like one of the oldest newspapers in America. It's a long-established newspaper, and they wouldn't let you post. It's not like some wild-ass website, you know, some weird, it might not be a real website. It was fucking New York Post. And so when something like a Twitter has the ability to just tell you what you can and can't talk about, even if that thing is valid. Legitimately, I don't know what the fuck is in his laptop, but what if it does legitimately point to corruption? Are we supposed to just ignore it because we want to own the people on the right? It's like
That's what we do with Pelosi.
right.
Which is she mad corrupt.
She's definitely corrupt, but she's corrupt in a loophole way, I think.
Talk to me.
She's doing a thing where her husband buys stock in companies, and she may or may not know things that would affect the way that company is. And they're so rich. They did a thing on her husband where they showed like how successful he is in the stock market, like compared to regular people.
Right. Yeah.
It's hilarious. It's like it's totally. There's no way that he knows things.
She makes like $200 grand.
I'm not saying that he knows things. I'm not saying that. He's just a
Great investor, bro.
He's better than Buffett. That's all.
Yeah, 100%. He's a goddamn wizard. He puts a wizard's hat on and he finds the right things to gamble on.
Yeah.
And he always wins. And she's worth like hundreds of millions of dollars.
No.
Good for her.
But
illnesses. Why do so many of them become like psychopaths?
I don't think he's
Throughout history.
What do you mean? What do you mean? You say first generation becomes
A
psychopaths?
lot of like Saddam Hussein's sons were some of the most evil people that have ever lived. They would do horrific shit. There's stories of them kidnapping women on their wedding day, like going to them, taking them from their husband, raping them, and feeding them to their dogs.
Oh, what?
Yes.
Like for real?
Yes. Yes. Feeding them to their dogs.
Yeah. I think there's a sociopathy that develops, or sociopathy, I would say, when you're so removed from any normal human interaction that you don't like ever
develop empathy.
You don't get to feel bad for people because no one shows you bad shit. So there's no remorse to feel, I think. So you're just like, well, let's just push this as far as we can push it. This is a theory I just came up with. I dare you to debunk it.
I think they get stuck in this idea, like we have, human beings have this thing where we other each other. You know, like if you're gonna go to war with that group, even if it's like North versus South, we can other each other.
Yeah.
I think we can do that with anything.
Yeah.
I didn't know that happened with the kids. I thought the kids had
I heard
kind of weak.
No, I heard they were awful, but I don't
Not
agree.
Saddam's kids. I'm just saying in general. I thought like the kids of successful people.
Well, sometimes, but there's a few of those instances of evil kings, right? That's like Game of Thrones. Remember
Joffrey.
He was an evil king. Like there's a long history of young men who take over the throne from their father and they're just fucking evil.
Well, maybe they don't have the empathy because they didn't have to earn it. Like if you come from nothing, you have empathy for all the other people who have nothing. And those kids who come from everything, why would they be that?
Also, the reality of violence was accelerated back then because people were doing sword fighting. You know, they were hitting each other with bows and arrows and hacking each other to death. And so it was happening, and probably like everybody saw it. Like the amount of laws and rules that they had back when that shit was going on.
Yeah. You used to see that all the time. Yeah. I think about that now. I've seen a dead body like 3 times in my life.
Yeah.
So if you
Yeah, I mean, like my grandfather passed away, open casket, like I got that. But like back in the day,
they all saw bodies.
Yeah, like you're confronted by life and death, bookended all the time.
You know when they talk about like people, the life expectancy, the average life expectancy used to be like 30 years old. You know what a lot of that is? It's their babies would die.
Infant death.
It's like average, right?
That was a big part of it. A big part of it was they used to have all these fertility rituals back then. They would do fertility rituals to try, like it was like important to make more people, and they would be worried that they would run out of people.
Oh yeah.
Isn't that wild?
So the fertility rituals are like the community coming around to make sure that you have a baby?
Well, there's just so many infant deaths that they're like, yo, let's have as many kids as possible. Because so many die, we might run out.
Yeah, it could have been like that they had dances or myths or stuff like that. But that was there was a guy named John Marco Allegro who wrote a book called The Sacred Mushroom and the Cross.
I was literally told them today. I saw this thing yesterday with you. Okay, go on this.
Well,
Christianity is like a mushroom.
John Marco Allegro, he spent like just I think it was somewhere in the neighborhood of 14 years deciphering the Dead Sea Scrolls, and he was an ordained minister who
what are the Dead Sea Scrolls?
The Dead Sea Scrolls are the oldest version of the Bible I think that they've ever found. Is in Aramaic. I might be wrong about that, but it's an old version of the Bible that was written on animal skins and left in clay pots in Qumran. And so they found these fairly recently. Like I think they found them in the 20th century or the 19th.
Yeah, 46, 47.
Okay, so it was the 20th century. And so then they started deciphering them. And this one guy, he was an ordained minister, but then as he became a scholar of ancient religions, he became agnostic. But he was still on the Dead Sea Scrolls Committee. So this guy is an expert in languages. They're trying to decipher this language. And so his conclusion at the end of 14 years is that the entire cult of Christianity was really all about the consumption of psychedelic mushrooms and fertility rituals. And that the whole thing was a way to hide this knowledge in parables and stories. And that it was just passed down and translated over and over and over again and lost like a lot of its meaning along the way when people stopped participating in the rituals. But his belief was, and he was an expert in the origins of words, and he traced back the word Christ to an ancient Sumerian word that meant a mushroom covered in God's semen. Because they thought when it rained that it was God coming on the earth. Because that was how things would grow. So when they there's mushrooms.
Yeah.
Like literally overnight, there could be mushrooms.
Yeah.
So they would eat these mushrooms and trip balls.
Yeah.
And mushrooms in low doses increase visual acuity. They make people hornier. They establish a more potent bond of community. It allows creativity that is linked to the development of language.
Can I interrupt you for 1 second? We have mushroom here if you.
Wait, do we really? Yeah. Don't be scared. Let's fucking go.
The Dead Sea Scrolls, mostly in Hebrew, a little bit of Aramaic.
Tickets super simple. We've got the app on our phones, and it's by far and away the best way to buy tickets, man. Akash, can you bust that app out for me real quick? So basically, you can get tickets for goddamn near anything. Coldplay, if you want to see that. Justin Bieber, Grupo Firme, Paul McCartney, still alive. You know what I'm saying? So basically, they put the tickets from all over the internet into one place, okay? That makes buying things so simple, okay? From sports, concerts, festivals, comedy shows. You trying to see Akash sing on tour right now, you have to get them tickets on SeatGeek, especially if it's sold out. SeatGeek wants to make sure that you're getting a good deal. So when you're on the app, look for the green dots. Green means good deal. Red means bad deal, okay? Don't worry, we've got the hookup. Use the code FLAGRANT for $20 off tickets at SeatGeek. That's $20 off your first purchase with the promo code FLAGRANT. Make sure you click the link in the description to download the app. Now, let's get back to the show.
The Dead Sea Scrolls, the way they found out what pieces were, they had to do DNA tests.
Yeah.
They had to find out which cow the pieces came from. And then they put all the pieces where the cow came from. And then they had to try to piece it together. It's wild shit.
That's insane.
And I've never read the Dead Sea Scrolls, but the people that read it say it's really fascinating.
If that's what it meant, would you be a Christian? Come on now.
I'm not joining any groups, man.
But
I don't think that's
what it
necessary.
meant.
I think that's a real problem with people.
What do you
joining
mean?
groups.
Talk to me.
Yeah, you join the Christians and all of a sudden the Baptists are enemies. You don't like Protestants anymore?
No.
You know, like that's what happened with the Catholics and the Protestants in Ireland. I mean, there's obviously a lot more to it, but you know, it was literally religion versus religion, killed each other.
When one group finds itself, they tolerate each other, and then they don't tolerate anyone else.
That's the other
thing.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's the history of humans.
Yeah, it's crazy. Do you subscribe to the high ape theory?
The higher, it's called a stoned ape theory.
Yeah,
that's
stoned ape.
that's McKenna's idea. No,
Mighty mushrooms out now.
the best guy describing that is actually Terrence McKenna's brother, Dennis. Dennis is a real scientist, like a rock solid scientist. And the way he describes it, he explains why the theory has some merit. He never says that it's definitely what happened, but
What is
there's
the
a
theory,
mystery.
Rosie?
The mystery with the human brain size is that the human brain size doubled over a period of, I think it's like 2 million years, which is extraordinary. They have no idea what happened. And so there's a lot of theories.
My brain's strong. I feel like it's not like the size it used to be. Are you getting a little bit this long? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm feeling. Come on, bro. Tell us about these high-ass apes.
Anyway,
I'm high as shit. Come on. Where's Miles,
the
bro?
stoned
He
ape
was there.
theory is the
Come on, Joe. I thought we lost Miles, bro. But he's back. He's back. Everything's good. He was just covered by the tunnel.
Andrew's a listener.
Yeah, it's okay. Let's go.
So that's the theory.
We missed the whole thing.
Yeah, we missed the whole
What's the theory?
The theory is ancient primates experimented with mushrooms, and they led to a rapid development in human brain size, which doubled over a period of 2 million years. So the human brain size doubled, and he thinks it coincides with the rainforest receding into grasslands, which would give to a lot of ungulates that would shit like cows. And then on those patties, they would find mushrooms, and they would try them out as a food source. Because ancient primates, and that's the reason why I probably don't.
That's why India's so smart, Joe.
Yeah, you can grow that shit in a lab, dummy. With shit. Why are you playing in shit? We have scientists now. You have a cell phone. You don't need
He's
cow shit.
organic, Joe.
Oh yeah, okay.
God damn, dude.
You don't have to put pesticide in the lab.
Yes.
Organic just means no pesticide.
Wait, you only eat organic?
So what you doing, man?
Sick burgers when we were out that one time. Oh, yeah, that is
One
true.
time I did.
Now you understand why we talk about food with you, Joe?
I like to eat.
We met you to get a hamburger.
Yeah.
You ate 3. You were sitting at the table, and you
years ago?
Not always. No, definitely not always. Sometimes I get it. Yeah, a lot of times.
That's pretty crazy.
Sometimes I get it wrong. Sometimes like, oh, I thought he did that.
What's happening?
Because you've heard athletes do this, like Bill Russell could
Bring me
tell
some
you every single
towels out
play
y'all
about
bathroom.
what he did. Like, I don't know if I believe it.
And I'll take those to school.
That's interesting.
Sean McVay can do it.
I was gonna just Greenies can watch them.
No, even when they win, like sometimes they just get this, and then before they know it, they've won, and then they'll watch it on camera and go, whoa, look at that, like almost like they don't remember what they did.
I assume if your life is on the line, that's everything is heightened, but you don't remember it. It's just I have to survive.
I don't think it's that as much as they're so focused on delivering shots. They're so focused on delivering shots that they're like in a trance.
What about my theory, Joe?
Your theory's great for pussies.
Shut the fuck up. Eat some beef, right, Joe? Come on.
It's a really good If you weren't talking about the toughest people in the world, maybe you're just scared theory would be great.
You don't think Akash would be a good fighter?
Oh, yeah. A lot of really smart guys are good fighters.
Say again?
A lot of really smart guys.
Oh, I didn't say
He's a very smart dude.
I have
Sure
the
he'd be a good
worst
fighter.
recall, actually. The worst recall.
Yeah, but you're smart, man.
I
You're a
be
smart
reading
guy.
shit and forgetting it in 30 seconds. Every time y'all ask me for something I talked about 2 weeks ago, I'm like, I don't know, man.
But is that the case, or is it just that you don't give a fuck about what they were talking about? Like, if something matters to you, do you remember?
I still forget. Dead ass. I read about what every Hindu holiday means every year, and then I forget the next time it comes around.
Well, what if that's something that like is important? Like, what if your wife is telling you something that happened? Like,
I wasn't listening in the first place. So what could you do, you know?
that's not
No,
good.
you see that?
Don't do that at home.
See now that they fit into this ideology.
Come on, it's his fucking fault. He got me high. This chair goes back so far.
Comfy choices in this room.
Because I'm all the way back here. Like, so I should be even. Come on, Joe.
Keanu right here.
It does make me feel like sitting here like more casual.
It's more casual. It's chill, bro.
Yeah, than like an office chair. I'm always in like these little fucking chairs that make you sit up like this.
Yeah, yeah.
But don't these hurt your back after like 3 hours?
You need it. Put that, prop that shit back there.
Get a little lumbar support if you need it. Cock. Yo, you know your boy Cameron, who's awesome, by the way. Why does he carry the animal himself if he has a photographer?
My nigga said that.